Late than never. This is the first Insider's Room Monday Night Football live wagering show for this year, and I got Greg the Greek, who's always good at the live wagering, and Legion, who's good at everything.
I don't know about everything.
Right. Hey. You didn't have to say anything. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows that.
But yeah, having you guys on. So just before we get into too much, what did you guys have anything on the game beforehand? Any before game bets?
I got two props. I'm on the Tyson Williams on the over 9.5 reception yards. It was between that or over 1.5 catches. And so he already has one catch for like 3 yards, I think, or 2.5 yards, whatever it was. So I'm on that one. And then I'm also on Marquise Brown on Hollywood Brown there to get his longest reception over 19.5 yards. So
okay.
Those are the two props I'm on, and then just live wager to see if I wanted to take a side or a total. So
okay. Greg, you on anything beforehand?
I was on the rushing prop early for Lamar Jackson. I took him to score a touchdown when it was like minus 115. And then I also took that prop that Bowser was talking about in our chat, which was a combination of the rushing and passing yards for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, well, wasn't that?
That was a good prop bet. I told Bowser, I was like, man, if I had that in my book, I'd be betting it. But
it's an auto bet,
or something garbage.
That was a boost bet, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was like 20 yards off. Honestly, I like both of them. I like both of them to go over. It doesn't look good right now, though.
I'm not sure, but no, because I was looking for it because I just saw, okay, and I went to like DraftKings. It was the only other place I found it. It was like 50 yards difference. I'm like, well, what's it with those Arizona books? A little screwy out there or something? And then
because it's new to him, so he's got like 8 books.
Caesars.
He's over there just getting all these free boost plays and shit.
They do.
He's asking me, hey, what should I do on this? I was like, I'd put max on that bet. I'd probably have max on this one.
It was that William. I just happened to click. Well, I haven't tried one book yet, and that was William Hill. And I just clicked on that, and I saw it there. I'm like, well, why didn't he just tell me it was a booster bet? It would have made my life a lot easier.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But so, Rossman, how you doing?
I'm good.
Oh, here he is.
I am.
My bad, I dropped out.
It's all right.
It's good, Rossman. It's good.
So not much. Got the kids to bed, and I can just sit back and relax.
The good part of the night.
That's right.
Amen to that.
Dan, can you drop a link for the show so I can blast it off?
Oh man, he's
what's he want?
He wants a link for the show so he can post on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah,
my bad. I'm saying, can you drop a link for the show, like a YouTube link in our Discord channel, and I can add everyone so I can get some people watching? Or actually, I can probably find the link myself.
I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, you don't have to do it. I can find it myself.
To be honest. I've just got this back end kind of figured out, let alone everything else.
Yeah. It's good if you guys join too and like the video.
I can share the live on my Facebook.
That would be good. I'm just going to blast it off in the Insider's Room right now.
All right. I just shared the live on my Facebook, so there's that.
I gotta try to get my computer. Is this ABC, ESPN? What's this game on?
ESPN.
ESPN, yeah.
All right. So I can get that going up on this computer, and I can be watching. So how'd you guys do Sunday?
I did pretty good, except the dang Packers, messed up my one teaser. And then the teaser that I didn't post, I had a 4-team teaser, and I put $87 on it, and that paid real nice. So, So that made up for that Packers money line deal. But on straight bets, I was 4-1 on straight bets, so better than college, So I'll take it.
I appreciate it.
I struggled early in the day.
Go ahead, Russell.
Last night I hit one of the miracle parlays. I hit an 8-legger.
Wow.
So
you hit an 8-legger?
Yeah.
That's amazing. I don't even do those anymore because I win them so infrequently.
I mean, every weekend I throw like a small dollar.
Yeah,
like, Dan, what do you call them? Dan, you have a name for them.
Fun money parlays.
Or 6-packs.
Yeah.
6-packs.
So I just do, and they're like the lotto ones. You never expect them to hit, but they're just a little fun. But I did an 8-leg on the game last night, and it was mostly prop bets. And
that's the way to do it in the NFL. If you have a book that does that.
And
the prop bets are the best for those big parlays.
Yeah, and that was a solid payday. So other than that, I mean, like dip and dunk, small stuff.
Yeah. I call them 6-packs. I just bet like $5, and then and like for 8 teamers or whatever, that'll pay me like $100 or something, a couple $100, and then maybe hedge out on the last game, and like I've hit a couple where I've told Bowser, I said, I on Legion, I said I go in betting a 6-pack and I walk out with a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue. So it's a fair trade.
What was that Tyson Williams that just got the ball? Is he 34?
Yeah, you just cashed that.
I just cashed that over 9.5 yards. That's nice. Just like that. Beautiful.
Lamar Jackson has 20 rushing yards already, too.
So does anybody have anything for the game? Or are you guys just waiting to bet something live?
Honestly, we should have jumped on the under as soon as we saw that stupid first drive by both these teams. The way they didn't score. This game's going to fly under. You can just tell by the way it's being played.
Yeah, no urgency.
Yeah, look at it. They can't move the ball fast on Baltimore's defense, right? Because Baltimore's a great defense. And then, obviously, all the problems that the Ravens have. They can't just go score at will, right? So, the more you watch the game, you think about the under makes a lot of sense.
And if the under does cash from the original line, 51, then I think the Ravens are going to cover the spread.
And think about it, everyone's on the over in this type of game, right? I feel like a lot of public money's on the over now.
Yes. Yep.
I think a lot of people were expecting this to be more of a high scoring game. I mean, the Ravens aren't necessarily they're not airing it out a lot, but the other problem is, they lost their top 2 running backs, and so, there's some of your rushing power there, along with Lamar Jackson. When you have to go out and sign Le'Veon Bell as your emergency running back, you are.
No one cares about the Michigan State prospect.
Watch your mouth. Careful.
Le'Veon Bell's terrible.
I know. He is now, yeah. He has been, yeah.
Ever since he wanted all that damn money back in the day, he wanted all that damn money, and then just
what a joke that ended up being.
Look what happens to your career when you go to the Jets. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sorry, Zach Wilson. Yeah.
Oh yes! I had him as the first TD scorer on my little free bet.
I guess somebody just scored then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had him too at a pretty nice.
I haven't even got to that part yet. So thanks.
We are behind.
Huh?
I didn't spoil. I just said there's going to be a score. I didn't say who.
It was a
running back. Watching this live?
No, I got it on the computer. I got it on the computer since I moved to a different room. I don't have a TV in here yet.
Honestly, I have always used the hard cable box. I don't even get a lot of channels on this TV, but I always love it for watching games if they're on main things because I get the stream about like you saw how much
Yeah.
20 seconds before
Yeah.
almost like
Yeah,
15
yeah, I
seconds.
just got it here.
Yeah, like think about how much of an edge that is when it comes to live wagering. Like, because it really does matter when you're live wagering because that delay is integrated into the computer algorithm. So you have to like
Yeah.
understand that like that delay is dollars and cents to the books. Just so like you to realize that. So like when you place your bet, you have to be very like aware of like what's going on.
Oh man, yeah, because I've been fucked a few times. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to get, I'm thinking, and trying to hedge out, or it's not even hedging out, just
Yeah.
sometimes, here, baseball game, or I like this dog at this price, and I go to bet it, and then it's just gone.
Or you get it, or it changes, and then you lose by the hook.
Oh, that's
Something
the
like
worst.
that.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
But I'm like, wait, what happened? Wait, it just went down like 40 cents. What happened? And I see like the guy hits a home run, and then I say, oh, fuck it.
That's huge, man. I'm having a big day already, man, in baseball too. I was on the Marlins and the Cardinals first 5.
I gave up on baseball about 3 weeks ago. Just
Yep,
kept it with tennis.
I'm in the same boat.
U.S. Open, so that was pretty nice.
I'm just playing like one or two props.
And...
Did any of you guys catch either of the props I gave? The no interception for Mahomes and Melvin Gordon rush yards.
I saw him.
I did see the Melvin Gordon one because he's on my fantasy team, and I didn't play him.
That's a sneaky good player for fantasy.
I know, but I didn't play him, unfortunately, because I wanted to see what his work ethic was going to be right? I figured he was going to have a decent year. So that sucked because I didn't play him. And I lost by 3 damn points, so I'm pretty upset, But that's all right. That's the way it goes.
Yeah, he's a good player, actually. And now that they actually have weapons, like he's on a team that has weapons, like Fant, and they have all those guys, even though Judy, I think, might have got hurt. Hamler, those guys.
3 or 4 weeks, probably.
Is it?
Yeah.
I guess
I would think so. That looked pretty bad.
Yeah, he's so good. No, actually, you don't know if that's 4 weeks or possibly the season, right? I didn't read anything, but.
Well, Mostert, he's out for the season, right? Was that a torn ACL?
Mostert?
I didn't see that.
I read that they said that they didn't think it was torn, but I didn't hear the news today. Like the doctor said they didn't think it was torn yesterday.
Hey, well, the Lions got some good news today.
Why is that?
Okuda tore his ACL. Or no, not his or his Achilles. So he's out for the year.
Yeah, the first pick overall.
Shit.
2 years ago.
I hate that. Man, what could have been if it wasn't for Quintricia, mate? We could be seeing Sewell blocking for a fucking Tua.
It's the only reason that the Lions have Okuda is Patricia. He was fighting for that pick. I mean, no one else wanted Okuda.
Yeah,
I mean, no one, nobody wanted Okuda. No Lions fan, nobody.
No
one in the office.
I told you from day one I wanted Tua.
I don't think he's that good either, Tua.
No,
he's got a lot more to show. I think he does. Be a lot better.
A lot more upside.
Well, he's definitely got more upside than Okuda.
Yeah, I think Okuda is bust already. I mean, he's garbage.
Can you guys get live props?
They're very limited on my deal.
Because I know that the number was really soft on because he's like hurt on Jacobs.
Yeah, right? He just ran for 10 yards, right?
Yeah, that run, he's fine. I mean, he may be hurt, but he's gonna put up numbers. So if you can get his rush,
he just had an illness, didn't he? It wasn't like he was banged up on his ankles or knees. It was just an illness.
Oh, is that what it was? I didn't even know that. I thought he was like
just
banged
an
up.
Yeah, it was just like he was sick or something,
Because even BetMGM was fishing 60+ yards on him at +160.
Nah. Let me see this. Nah, doesn't look like it. I can't.
It's funny. DraftKings used to be the best with it, and now they updated their stuff, or FanDuel rather, and now they suck. They don't have anything really.
I mean, here's the thing: like DraftKings, they show all the player props as right now. I don't know if they're live or not, but you can't bet any of them.
Huh.
I think that the under is a good look almost still. What's the under at?
Oh, let's see here.
If you get that 47.5.
No, well, yeah. If you go under 48.5, it's at 160 at my book. 48.5.
Yeah,
I don't
see
have that much juice, but
see these must have been like, the ones I've got must have been before game lines or something. I don't know. 'Cause I don't know what I gave up. Because it shows Josh Jacobs at 28.5. I don't know what that was for.
Probably receiving yards.
Well,
I also took. You know what else I threw a little bit on? Sprinkled anytime touchdown for Devin Duvernay plus 700.
You're 20 seconds ahead of me. Did the first quarter end already?
It's there. Yeah.
I can't tell because they're playing a replay.
Yeah, they're punting.
And now there's one more play. Yeah, they have to punt.
That was down. Yeah.
This game's
I
going
took
to go
Baltimore minus a half point for the first quarter.
The Baltimore's defense is good. You can tell. They've already made a few nice plays. I mean, they are against like a mediocre quarterback, but
yeah.
Because I know a lot of people were concerned about their defense not being good because they don't have Peters for the year.
Yeah.
The one thing you got to be really aware of, I can tell you, because I've bet a lot of live props in my day, is that when you're betting NFL props for, like, let's say I wanted to take Jacobs rush props right now, like if Baltimore scores here and they start to take away the running game, like you could be completely screwed on the bet, like, and really just like the game situation won't let you. So it's really like more than anything, it's just about like the game situation for the player. But like,
well, yeah, because you might want to wait on that Jacobs prop, right? Especially if Baltimore scores right here, you're going to be like, well, they're going to use him in the run game? Probably not so much, right? So,
yeah, he'll be more of a pass option, if they get behind a lot. Yeah, I'm really hoping live props become a thing because they were like really good for a while, and it seems like now they're kind of taking them back a lot.
They probably lost a lot of money on them. That's why.
Yeah.
That's what happened. They're like, shit, boys, let's not offer this. There's too many people into that fantasy football and shit like that. So
they probably looked at their numbers and they were like, wait, we could make 20 times more if we just take away all the stuff people make money off of. And that's what they did. They like revamped the whole app. Like it all looks different and stuff. And like they took away like so many different bets that they used to have don't exist now on FanDuel. And they used to offer like everything.
But you seem to win.
Yeah.
I mean, Greg, you seem to win a lot. I mean,
because I'll hunt like 6 different books for the best line on a
No, I understand that. But have you had in your books? Have you had like limits placed on you of how much you can bet?
No, because I don't bet enough. If I betted, like if my unit size was higher, that might happen, but I don't.
Well, I just read some forum sites I go on. I mean, people have said they've got their bet size, but a lot. But I think he's from Colorado, and this might be one big Colorado. But he said he's got like his bet sizes are cut down to like $2.
Because he was winning so much.
I've seen that. I mean, it's happened.
But he said he wasn't winning a lot. I mean, it wasn't like he was up like tens of thousands.
It depends what you do. The thing is, like, if you're someone that, like, because I've done it before, like, they sometimes will post, like, bad lines and stuff. If you're someone that's, like, constantly hawking like the bad lines and then dumping like 10 units or whatever, like your bankroll into it. They'll pay. Most big books will pay you out. They won't. It's not like they won't pay you out on that stuff. Usually, the only time I had it taken back was that one time Bowser told me about a bet on Bet US, which is a smaller book. It's like Canadian or overseas or something. And they pulled it, actually retracted it. But most will actually, they put out the bad line, they'll pay you out.
Right.
That was a solid line too that Bowser found on that deal, because I saw.
Oh yeah.
Bowser, that's a good line.
I actually made an account and deposited like $1,000. Like
I remember that. Yeah.
And they pulled it back, and now I have money in some fucking random sports book I don't want.
But it's a little bit it's a little bit different. But like back in the day, I know like when 5 dimes before Tony got whacked. But he'd say, yeah, okay, fine. You can keep the bet. We'll let you keep the bet, and then we'll send you all your money when it's over and you're gone.
Yeah.
And most people would say, okay, well, you take the bet back because they wanted to keep 5 dimes in their lines and their options.
Yeah.
Or other books would just say, some other books, they'd let you, other books would just put it up there, and if you won, they'd say, no, it was a bad line. We canceled the bet. But if for somehow it lost, then they'd say, oh, well, it's all right.
Thanks for your money.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you guys think about the Raiders plus 7.5 right now?
I don't like that. I'm waiting for Baltimore to score again because I would take him at 10.5.
I've already got him at plus 4.5, so I'm not doing anything else with him. I took it before the game. Well, there was a stat that like the first Monday night game of the season, home dogs were like 39-19-2.
Yeah, you posted that stat. Was amazing.
Yeah, that is a good stat.
Or 38-19-2.
All right, so if the Raiders don't score here, this game is like almost for certain going to go under.
Yes.
The total.
Yes.
Because they're going to give the ball back on a long field to the Ravens.
Well, yeah, before I bet money on the Raiders, I got to see them move the ball, at least get, like they did in the first drive, get, a couple first downs here. But after that first drive, they just been all over the place.
Man, how many – go ahead, Greg.
No, I was going to say, don't you feel like they need a receiver or something? I don't know, like that to open up space for Jacobs and Waller.
Well, Waller's the receiver. He's tight end receiver. That's what.
Yeah, I mean, you need like
he's their best target. I mean,
give me Jerry Rice or
Yeah, get old Jerry Rice off the couch.
Remember when they got him like when he was like 40 back in the day?
Yeah,
Tim Brown. They had like the oldest receiving core ever.
I wonder how many people got burned on that Lions backdoor cover yesterday.
There was a lot of people.
That was dirty.
Absolutely.
That was dirty.
I
bought it at 7.5. But
I can't remember what the score was, but it was it's just before the 2-minute warning. I stopped watching. Like
they were up by 24. By 24 with like 2:20.
I stopped watching, and I flipped it back. I flipped it back when right when Sanu fumbled. And then I'm like, what are they even passing for? What are they even doing? And I see the score. I'm like, what the fuck?
Let that be a reminder to you what the NFL is capable of.
well, I mean, yeah, but it's still, I mean, I was listening to a Detroit station today, and they're like, people are like, oh, hope. I'm like, well, again, so much fluky stuff had to happen.
I mean,
no, the probability of them, getting the touchdown, a 2-point conversion, a fumble, onside kick recovery, a touchdown, and a conversion. I mean, that's insane. The probability.
Well, of that. George Kittle letting the ball go off his face mask.
Yeah.
There's no hope in Detroit.
Yeah, that's bad. It's a bad situation.
Well, but
hey, actually going to win Detroit this week or what?
Hey! At least we play in the NFC North.
Yeah.
I mean, it never was a good situation. Lost, right? Yeah, that's true. Like,
I mean, we're either in first place or last place, depending on how you want to look at it.
It actually does look like it's going to be one of those types of years where there's like dominant divisions and there's just like a whole bunch of crappy teams in like other divisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NFC North is not going to be a power division this year.
What? I mean, it looks like Aaron Rodgers was president for the last year. I mean, that guy looked like he's aged. Like, the presidents, 4 years in office, and they come out and, they look like they've aged like 10 years. He looks like he's aged, right? Too much time in Hawaii.
That's what it was.
He has aged, and not the Tom Brady type of aging.
No,
I mean, he just
got
looked
the Ben
old.
Roethlisberger aging going on.
Yeah, he just looked. I mean, but just if you looked at his face with that beard and he just looked old and leathered.
Yeah, this game's flying under. Especially with the way that the Ravens are playing. Oh my gosh. I won't spoil anything.
Yeah. I just saw a car get sacked from the play before, so.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm watching a different game. It's like
you are.
You were doing all right there on the live feed. I think you're
guessing, are we looking at like a block punt or something?
I'm off, but I got it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rossman, are you behind them too? Like, it looks like Legion and Dan are at least simultaneous. They have the same
I just saw the muff.
Okay, just now?
That's a lot.
Yeah. All right. Where do you live, Rossman?
In Michigan.
Oh, wow. You live over not too far from Dan then.
I live like probably 20 minutes from Dan.
Oh, that's so cool.
So are we going to take under 44.5 or what? Is that worth something there? Or
oh, shit. We lost everybody.
Nope.
What's it at right now?
It's 7-0. Baltimore just got the ball right early in the midway through the second, and it's at 44.5. And the line was at 51, right? Or 50.5, depending on where the closing line was at.
Even 41.5 right now is worrying me. I mean,
I'm saying 44.5.
44.5 under 44.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely under 44.5. I mean, right now we're looking at a Ravens defense that is playing way more dominant than I gave them credit for the first week. I mean, Ravens have always been known for, fielding a great defense, but this is I think earlier I teased the total down a little bit and went over, but that was a separate bet. That's not going to go so good. But right now, yeah. On FanDuel, I've got it at 41.5.
And, I mean, it can always change. Like, it's not always the case, but I've always noticed a lot of times in these NFL games, like when a game like this goes under, like they usually tank under and they burn all those teaser tickets. They burn them all. And
they burn them all.
And they only pay the people that were smart enough to play the under. You know what I mean? It's great for the books when they do that type of thing on the primetime games. I
took the under 44.5 at minus 130. It was a little juiced on my book, but I took it. So
I didn't put much money on this game pre-snap. I took Baltimore minus a half point first quarter. And
is that Hollywood Brown over 20 yards? I got both my props just cashed. That's nice.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's play money at this point with the under.
Yeah, exactly. So that little live bets, my props are going to make more than that live bet. So that's good.
If you want to play, I kind of like the Padres tonight. If you're looking for some action in the MLB side. They're 110 against the Giants. Darvish is on the mound. They really, really have to win to keep in the playoffs. So
how's Darvish been doing, man? Because he used to be a trash can back in the day.
He's still hit and miss being a trash can.
Yeah. You just take his games and go over usually.
He's the same. He's you. It's you. It's you, Darvish.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think he should give them enough. I don't know. It's definitely scary betting you. But I just think the Padres are just in that must-win mode now. I'm taking them. I already am 2-0 on my baseball, so it's kind of a free play for me.
Yeah, there you go.
I have to say, though, I'm an idiot because I saw this coming. Max Scherzer was 16-1 odds to win the Cy Young few weeks ago, and now he's plus 100.
Wow.
And I looked at it, and I even saw his stats. And I'm like, oh, he just doesn't have enough innings. So it's like his stats are on par with the Cy Young year. He just didn't have the innings, enough starts yet. But now he's gradually kept starting. So and he's just going out there 2 ERA doing, and he's gonna get it because his name, as long as he doesn't screw up. The only other guys that can get it are Walker Buehler, his teammate, and probably Corbin Burns. You can make a long shot case maybe for Zach Wheeler, but not to talk about baseball. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I completely check out of baseball as soon as the pigskin flies. Nothing.
You don't do any of the October stuff?
I do not. Not once football starts. I am 100% all in on football.
Well, you do college too, though. So
yeah. College is truthfully what I do the most of.
College is a beast. So much to learn and stuff.
Oh so no, college. There's just so many damn teams, divisions, right? And it's just players are changing now more than ever. A 1 year leaving and this and that, right? So it's so hard to. There's no consistency, right? Unless you get worrying about a coaching staff, right? Then that might have consistency in certain programs, But it's been a little challenging there in college, anyways. And it just always sucks on those videos, because it's like I'm 1 unit behind, being even, and it's like. You have other plays, but you're like, these ones are better, and you put those on the video and then they don't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're just like, well, dang, these other plays I were on too, but oh well, life goes on.
Yeah, man. So it's like when when I'm putting out my plays on my sites, I'm like, all right, yeah, there's 10 picks. I'm like, but I'm not gonna put up 10 picks to sell.
No, run.
But that's kind of nuts. So I'm like, all right, what's my best 5? And then I'll go 2 and 3, and then the other ones go 4 and 1 or something. What the?
He should have ran that. What was his problem there, Sir Charles? What was
he was looking to? He could have. He was looking to throw the whole time. He didn't want to.
He was looking to Marquise Brown the whole time, but man, he had it most.
It was a good pass. Let's see though. Yeah, let's see if he actually could have ran that though. He would have. He would have had to break a tackle. But that's nothing. That's nothing Lamar Jackson can't do.
Yeah, he would have to break one guy maybe right there. If he decided to turn it upfield real quick.
No, that was a good throw. Maybe he's changing. All right, what's the live total at now? Now it's time to strike.
It's probably at 45, 46.
46.5.
Yeah. I'm already stuck on the 44 with the under, but on the live one. But, because I'm a firm believer if the under cashes from the original under, then, like I said, the Ravens are going to cover the spread. So, and I would not touch the Raiders spread at all unless they show movement or something on this next drive. If they show that, hey, I can go, get 3 or 4 first downs or something, then maybe you pick up, the Raiders for plus 13.5 right now?
Yeah.
13.5.
The only thing is that you've seen it before where the Ravens have just beat the crap out of some teams. They didn't do as much last year, but if you remember the year before that, remember how they were just demolishing teams?
But no, I read something too somewhere, their first game of the season too, they usually winning by double digits, so it's one of those things. This is what this game's looking like so far too.
It's just surprising because they're going into that new stadium with all those fans and stuff.
The only thing that worries me in a game like this on the under is, do we get a lot of fourth quarter junk points?
Could happen, but if the Ravens have a big lead, they're going to be grinding the clock with the running game, I think.
I think they're going to start grinding the clock on their next series right here, because that's kind of Harbaugh's kind of deal, what he does usually. He usually doesn't try to, put too much points on the board once he feels comfortable being up. So is 2 touchdowns comfortable for him, or does he want to be 3 scores up, right? So at some point, yeah, he'll start just milking clock.
Well, Marquise Brown becomes a good anytime touchdown scorer for a prop bet, if you think about it, because he has the long ball capability. And if he gets targets like that in the red zone, because they don't have anybody.
You know what's sad is? He's on my bench, too, on fantasy.
Damn, Melvin Gordon at 10, Marquise Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, it sucks. I shouldn't even tell you the worst player that's on my bench right now that I didn't play over somebody else. It's embarrassing, actually. It's pretty pathetic.
Well, you've already told us too. You might as well go for the trifecta.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I might just go for the jugular. I need to go grab another beer for that one, I guess.
Did you start Aaron Rodgers over? Did you start Aaron Rodgers over Jameis Winston?
No. My buddy started. He picked Aaron Rodgers, and he has Pat Mahomes on the same team, and he started Aaron Rodgers over Pat Mahomes.
What? Why? Why would you put yourself in that predicament every week?
I told him, I was like, no one ever two quarterbacks on the same team, and you can't play them both. So you're going to have this problem every week. What quarterback to play?
Exactly. Yeah. You're going to be just trade one for a running back.
Yeah. Yes.
You had to take those are both like early picks though. Like I don't understand.
He did 1 and 2. He did 1 and 2. That's what he did.
That is.
It's crazy.
I mean, I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
The only time I could see that being useful is one time we did a 20-man fantasy league with a bunch of my bros, and like in that league, it's crazy because like on a bye week, you don't even start a starter sometimes as your quarterback. Like if you're someone that doesn't have a backup because there's 20, everyone's got 20 quarterbacks. Yeah. So you can like hoard players and like try to trade them and stuff. It's an interesting type of league. But like the later rounds in a league like that, you're drafting like nobody. Like you have to look up these people, like who they are.
Well, that's right. That's what you just don't like the ESPN where after like round 15 you can just put on auto draft and just draft whoever's left.
It usually ends up pretty good.
No, yeah, but my other fantasy mistake, I had Keenan Allen on the bench because he was going against the Washington, defense, and I started sorry-ass Calvin Ridley. Most people are going to start Ridley in that matchup. But
how many people are in your league? Because it sounds like you have a lot of good players.
Yeah, no, it's a 8-person deal.
Yeah, I could tell.
Yeah.
That's why, because in that type of setup, you have so many good players, you have to make those decisions.
It's hard to choose, man. You're trying to go off of, certain off of defenses and things like that. Are they at home? Are they away? And it's, first game of the season, you're just kind of like, well, there's no preseason to go off of, right, and stuff. So it's just it's a crapshoot on starting, a lot of good players. So it sucks. But I think the Raiders are going to score right here. So if you like the Raiders, that's where you take the Raiders spread live then.
Right now, yeah. Before they score.
Because they're moving. They're at least going to get a field goal, it looks like, on this drive. So,
I mean, it's so early. The Raiders could come back in this game.
They're not away. Yeah. If they're down 21-0 right now, then, yeah, they ain't coming back probably. But, yeah, the Raiders, they're just moving the ball good.
And once again, I would like to thank the unofficial sponsor of my show, Bell's Beer.
Unofficial.
Which one are you going
to Rind Over Matter.
Rind Over Matter.
Their new seasonal beer. It's a nice wheat ale with lemon and orange zest. Very nice. It's a little bit better in the summer, but they can't compete with Oberon in the summer. So it's a nice fall beer, nice little
If we're going lemon, I like Leining Kugel's Summer Shandy.
It's
That's
like
pretty
that.
good. That is
No,
pretty good.
it's a lot like that. It's basically the same thing, but
that is always a good golf beer for me.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
It's a good summer beer.
it's basically the same thing. But
all right, but I would like that one because I do like Summer
yeah,
Shandy.
it's the same. Yeah, it's unofficial because they're not giving me free beer yet. Soon I'm gonna start.
Yeah, you're working on it.
Soon I'm gonna start hashtagging. I'm gonna start hashtagging and sending these shows to their Twitter and see if I can get some free beer.
Dan's going to be working the free beer hard. Yes.
That's what I'm trying. Hey, why not?
Dan, they can't guard Darren Waller.
Oh, that's good for my DraftKings thing I got going on. I did a second quarter little live draft, and I have Darren Waller getting triple the points was one of the options in the second quarter. And then I had Marquise Brown times 1.5 for his points. So that's looking good.
That's by quarter?
Yeah, by quarter. Yeah, DraftKings does things, by quarter. You can jump into for like $3 or $5 or whatever.
Oh, man, that's how you really degen it up. I love that.
Yeah, that's the only degen stuff I do is that kind of stuff, man. Every once in a while in certain games, it's like, I'll throw $5 on this and see what happens.
If they hold into a field goal here, it'll be really fine for the under.
So Legion, you get Bell's beer in Oklahoma?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we get Kansas beers, we get Michigan beers and stuff.
See. Again, you just messed up. You should have said no. We don't get that there. I just would have like brought a smorgasbord down. Brought a little bit of everything.
Bring the smorgasbord. What are you talking
about?
No.
It's harder to get, right? So some of these places you have to like special order stuff in. Like I like a beer from Colorado. It's called like Buffalo Gold or something like that from Boulder Creek Brewing or something. And yes, I have to have a liquor store order me that in, and then it's outrageous. I don't ever, I drink it like twice a year, because it just costs so much to have them ship it in just for me to get a 12-pack out of the deal. But
all right, I'll bring a bunch of different stuff. You can just throw it in the fridge, and then
there you go. Well, I'll have Shinerbach on tap, that's for sure. And then usually it's either like Tecate, Dos Equis, or Pacifico. So usually I have a Mexican beer on tap, and then whatever else. And no, I'm not an alcoholic. I just have 2 kegs on tap.
I was just gonna say all this beer talk, man. I'm gonna go grab.
Yeah, I know. I saw on like Facebook, local place on the marketplace, they had a kegerator, like cheap, and I'm like, oh, I should get that. And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't.
No, it's discipline actually, because I come home and I'm like, man, I got 2 kegs. It's hard. It's hard to say no some days.
Well, but here's the thing though. You got a wife and some kids.
Yeah, you got to set a good example.
So I can understand where the discipline comes in. I live alone with a 16-year-old kid that now is soon going to be driving.
Yeah, well, he'll probably get more of that keg than you actually.
I can say, hey, yeah, you want to go someplace? Take the keys, take the car. That way, I know I can't go anywhere. Then I got sitting here with a keg in the house. And that's me, that there is no discipline.
Yeah, Raiders are getting a touchdown right here.
You're going to get a lot of those 3 a.m. Discord messages after Dan's done a keg stand. So
there you go.
No, it's the calls. It's those pocket calls he's famous for.
I haven't made one in a while. I mean, I think Bowser's taken over for me.
No, Bowser has actually.
Bowser's taken over for me.
Well, we were right on if you wanted the Raiders live right there at the 50. That was the time to take them.
Yeah, it was. I think they'll cover that number.
Sometimes those semi-late. Well, probably I shouldn't say anything live. We'll just wait.
We'll just
wait.
So, Ross, man, any early takes on college you looking at?
Not as of today, no. I will look at stuff tomorrow. I usually try not to do anything on Mondays, just because I mean, that early is
I've already got one in.
Oh,
yeah.
see?
I mean,
What is that?
I already got-
Alabama minus 22.
No, I've already got one. I got my 10-star college play in already, and the line already went up. So
Nice.
I mean, I saw Michigan started like minus 26.5.
But
Yeah.
since when did Michigan become an academy school?
Why?
I mean, what Army gained more yards through the air than Michigan did last week.
Well, Harbaugh has been pretty open about
You're laughing.
McNamara's
They did.
game plan. McNamara is a field general. He just goes out there, don't turn the ball over. I mean, he did not play well. I mean, give Washington credit. I mean, they have a much better pass defense than they do rush defense.
But based on what? Hey, here's the thing. I know, but here's the thing. You lost your best wide receiver.
Yes.
Right. So you played Western Michigan. You played Washington, who lost to Montana. And you threw for what, 120 yards, 150 yards in those two games combined? Don't you use those games to get McNamara and find out what you have and find out what wide receivers are good?
No, I don't think so. I think Harbaugh is content winning the game on the ground, and so am I. I mean, listen, that many yards on the ground is.
But they're not Wisconsin. They're not Penn State.
No, by the time we get to those games, they'll be airing the ball out more. But at the same time, they didn't need to throw the ball. Because when you have
here's the thing. If you're free tomorrow at 2 p.m. listen to the Valenti show. Oh, he was cracking me up today. He didn't want to get into it, and then he spent like a segment and a half on that whole thing. It was hilarious. I'm sure he's gonna. He didn't want to get into it, and then he started, and then Michigan fans were texting in some stuff, and he lost it. The guy's hilarious. So you need to tune in tomorrow at 2 if you got some free time.
And what is he on?
He's on what's it 97.1 The Ticket.
Okay, yep.
Out of Detroit. He's hilarious.
No, I would have loved to see them throw the ball more than what they did, but they didn't need to throw the ball to win. So these early games, I'm all right with it. I'd rather them do what they did and not throw the ball instead of last year when they were like, well, Milton, just go sling it. And he just throws everybody 15 yards over their head.
So, Greg, anything out there you like?
I mean, I think that it's going to be a close game from here on out. We probably should have fired on that plus 13.5. But I still think the game's going to go under. I see 50.5 right now. I'd still bet under if I was going to take it under or over on it. I still don't think it'll be enough points in the second half to keep pace for the full game total to go over.
No, in order to go over, we're assuming that the Raiders can maintain that singular drive and maintain that offense for more than one or two drives. They spent the entire first half struggling to do that, all the first quarter and most of the second quarter, and they put together one good drive. So
actually, they put together two, except they just fucked up the first one.
Yeah, but there's no tempo, you know? Like, both of these teams are grinding. I mean, there's been touchdowns so far. So, like, if there was field goals, this game would be like, the total would be at like 40, you know? There's been a couple big plays.
Yeah.
This is the pivotal drive, obviously, because if there's like a touchdown or
then this thing's going over.
then this thing easily blows over. But if there's no score, if the Raiders got to stop, then this will be a good game, and the game will probably go under.
No, I'm currently tied for 5th on this DraftKings thing for the second quarter live
That's
draft.
awesome. What does it take down if you win?
So if I win, if you're the sole winner of this one, it's $1,000 for $5.
Oh, wow, that's
So-
pretty awesome.
So, Greg, do you bet much on college or?
No, I honestly just tell you guys. I don't. I mean, I know about a few teams that I've watched over the years, but I don't watch enough. I don't like. To me, just being good at capping the sport like that, you need to know like down to the granular level of like knowing the players and the coaches and the history. Sometimes even helps, especially with college. Like knowing like this coach has never lost in this situation ever. Like I like to know those things, and I just don't cap the sport well enough to know all those things, because you really need to know like the ins and all these ins and outs in college. Like the history is really useful too. I don't know. It's too tough for me. I can't survive.
Well, that's why you got to break
There
down
are a lot more nuances, yes.
And like
But there's also a lot more teams.
Yeah, like exactly. But you don't follow baseball. Like all that time you spend
Right.
capping football, I'm probably watching baseball and reading stats
Exactly.
and stuff. So I mean, it's just like I've always said that like you kind of have to stick to like 3 or 4 sports as a handicapper, and like 2 at most at any given time. I think is usually where I've always found like if one's not going well, I can go to the other, that sort of thing. I like to do that though, like not try to do too many simultaneously.
Yeah,
and you got basketball starting up soon and hockey starting up soon, right? With football going on and college too with basketball and football.
Yeah. I know. Tell me about it.
Well, we're not suckers. We're not suckers, so we stay away from the NBA. Come on, guys. We're smarter than that. Like, if I wanted to donate my money, I'd go outside to the Red Cross or something, Like,
Well, but I've never done it because obviously it's kind of like you're 2-3 weeks before the season starts about because a lot of these books put up like early lines on games, and like but it's like the Michigan State early line against Miami was you could have got Michigan State at plus 15 and a half. And now, if you want to bet that game, you're only getting 6.5. There's and there are other numbers that go the other way also. But I'm just saying, I mean, like some of them are like, geez, I don't know that. But and I was talking to my mate a couple of weeks ago. He's going down, Michigan State guy. He's going down to the Miami game. And 2 weeks ago, we sat there and said, he's going to go down there to watch State get killed. And now, I mean, very good chance of winning that game.
Yeah, they got a good chance.
So those are reasons why I don't like betting things too early. I don't like having my money wrapped up into something that I don't have control over as the line changes too much. If it's a couple days early, okay, that's one thing. But when you're a couple weeks early, I would never fathom putting any money down on something like that. That's just not how I like to bet. I mean,
especially now.
I get the risk reward of it. I mean, like you said, I mean, if it starts at plus 15.5 and is down to 6.5, yeah, obviously you were in position to do really well. But like you said, the flip side too is you could be in position to really, really suck.
Right.
And so, and especially
think about COVID too, though, right? Like with the news and stuff. Like now you can't. It's like you can't even do that now because of the COVID news.
I just feel like betting too early. I mean, it's already such a.
Yeah.
I mean, what we do anyway is, I mean, it could be so hit or miss. You want to try to keep everything as, knowing as you possibly can.
Right. But that was, but actually it worked out for me because I bet because and it's a little bit different this year because you had that extra week between the last preseason game and the first week of the NFL. You had that extra weekend in there. So after the third preseason game, I took San Francisco, so I got him at -7.
I bought -7.5.
Right, but yeah, so I bought him like 2 weeks before. I'm just like, oh, that's and I put it up on covers. I'm like, no, that's the game. That's like right now. That's one NFL game I like. I like San Francisco. I could get at -7, and then it was like 8. We bought to 8.5, 9, by Sunday. So I only had it at covers because I wasn't going to lay the extra points at the other places I'm at because that's just kind of stupid. And then as I said before the 2-minute warning, I'm like, dang, I wish I would have put them up there. And then after the game I did, I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
I could see early betting the NFL going into, week 1. I mean, there's a lot of unknowns anyway. And I mean, if you see a line that you like, I mean, definitely take it. I mean, those lines aren't going to shift too dramatically, especially if a player gets injured in a practice or whatever. I mean, unless it's really like your star player or quarterback or something. I mean, it's not going to shift the line so dramatically. So you can definitely get, some early lines on those first games where there's just so much unknown. All of us are in the same boat. We don't know how the team's going to perform. So you can definitely get some good lines.
So do we think on a look forward to this next deal, do we think the Vikings can cover the 4.5 as of right now? I think that line's going to go up to like 6 probably because people are going to be
We're talking about next week.
Yeah, next week.
Yeah, things coming up for this weekend or next weekend. Let's see.
Well, what do you think about the Packers? They're
like
11
about the Packers right now.
Well, they're 11 over Detroit.
Yeah, but Ross owns the Lions. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I mean,
that's a game you didn't touch. I don't think, unless you really like.
I know. Yeah, but Rodgers seemed to own a lot of people, and then he looked like.
Yeah.
He looked like he took he looked like he took what everybody thought Brady was gonna do. Just fall off the cliff. And man, he fell off the cliff in that game.
No, he definitely.
Do any of the lines jump off to you guys when you look at the next week's NFL?
I mean,
the Packers game was one of them.
Is the Lions Packers game, considering how the Lions game ended. I mean, granted some fluke things, and how horrible the Packers played.
Packers looked.
I mean, that was garbage.
They are in Lambeau.
I don't know, the Lions.
Yeah, you can't fix. It's hard to fix defense problems like that.
After a week.
That's big for the under. Sorry to spoil it.
That is big time.
That's big for the under.
Yeah, who just went down?
Why didn't they kick a field goal right there?
With Tucker? Come on.
Yeah.
That's a dumbass decision. I was thinking it was a guaranteed field goal from there.
That's what I thought.
Come on. What are you thinking? With Tucker?
Fantasy people all around the world are
the
pissed.
Best kicker.
Yeah.
It's the best kicker of all time, right?
Yeah.
Basically, for percentage-wise.
Well, he's probably the best kicker that ever came out of Texas, right? Was he at Texas Longhorns or was he Texas Tech?
I think he has the best field goal percentage all time. It's like 90-something%.
Yeah, I hadn't looked at the lines. I wish I would have been paying attention and saw that Bears line when it opened.
Oh, hit him in the breadbasket.
I needed that for my team on my stupid.
I would have taken the Bengals at plus 5.5 against the Bears,
Yeah.
He heard.
but now it's down to
Now
2.5.
they're only up 3.
It's 2.5. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 2.5, 3 probably depends. I just see the kind of consensus number.
Yeah, that Bears the thing is the Bears run defense would look really good yesterday, right? But that secondary, there's holes all over the place. It just looked god awful. Yeah, that was big time for the under here, unless they get a big play.
Yeah, they're gonna take some shots. So what were you saying about the Vikings Cardinals though, Legion?
So I think that line's gonna because it already creeped up like a point, right? I think
the Cardinals are gonna take money, right?
Yeah, the Cardinals are gonna keep taking money, so I'm gonna wait to if the Vikings get to plus 6.5, I'm probably gonna take the buy half a point and get it at 7. That's why I think that line's gonna go. I think it's just gonna keep getting steamrolled because everyone's like, oh my gosh, Kyler Murray, look at the defense. Look at this and that. I wasn't high on Tennessee at all going into this year, like a lot of people. I was more higher on the Vikings, I guess. So maybe I'm a little bit biased on that, but so we'll see. And because the Vikings would have won the game at the Bengals, that was not a damn fumble by Dalvin Cook, by no means. That was not a fumble. They could have kicked the field goal right there, and they should have won the game. And so if the Vikings won the game, that line at the Cardinals right now would have been a lot different too, right? So if I believe that, it's like I'll take plus 6.5 Vikings if it gets there.
I'm with you.
Lee, I don't know. I didn't get to see the play, so I don't know if it was a fumble. We've saved it.
Man, it's one of those stupid calls, right? If they called it a fumble, it's gonna stay a fumble. If they called it, a non-fumble, it's gonna stay that way.
Hey, all I know is that helped me and Bowser get the over on Joe Burrow passing yards. So,
well, I took that over too. Oh yeah. I took that over because he's my fantasy quarterback. So I took it.
There you go.
You know what? So one thing I like too, just so you know, is with what I saw with that Rams defense, I think when they play shitty teams, especially, I don't know how good. Did you guys watch the Colts game? What was Wentz?
I watched some of it.
I'm guessing he wasn't that impressive from what I saw. I only watched Red Zone. The Colts, they didn't look like that good, right?
No.
Because they're only
that defense was not a good defense.
Yeah, they're 4-point dogs at home, right? To the Rams, with the total sitting at 47.5. So was that, I don't know. I feel like that team total under for the Colts might be a good bet.
And that's probably where's that at 23.5?
Well, if it's 47, then and it's a 4-point line, yeah,
somewhere around
23.5. It'd be nice to get it at 24.5, but yeah.
No, it would be nice to get that because that's where they get you, man, right there. They're going to get 24 points and the under hits and you're like, damn it, this sucks.
I played the Jets team total under 24.5 this past weekend.
I'm taking the Rams -4 right now. I'd take that as a lock.
I feel like I felt good about the spread too, but
I like the spread on the Rams.
I feel like there's a lot of ways you could bet that game.
See, that's one right there where I would take that -4 early because I gotta believe that as the week goes on, that's moving.
That's gonna be 5 or 6.
So 4 just seems
the
real.
Rams are
they're
freaking LA too. They're gonna be such a public team, especially with all the buzz with Stafford and the good defense and all that. They're gonna be a big public team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Stafford looked. I mean, he played well, but he just looked. It's kind of one of those things when you don't have to score. I mean, you don't have to score like on every play. I think he's gonna have a big year in LA, and
he doesn't have to score on every play, but Stafford still has the talent that he can lead a drive to score on every play.
Right. But the Rams also have the talent. I mean, but I'm just saying, McVay's like I think McVay's. It's kind of like, unlike Nagy. He's got the quarterback he's always wanted. Unlike Nagy, who won't play him, but he's got the quarterback he's always wanted. And Stafford's now with a team that's got a defense, and he knows.
Right, that's my thing. I mean, look at what Stafford did in Detroit with a horrible surrounding cast. Give him a decent starting cast. He's going to take his talent and just go up even another notch.
Yeah.
The big thing
I'm excited to watch that.
All right. I can ask this on this. They kind of was joking about it on the radio, and they say, "Well, you can't talk about that." I can throw it out here because it doesn't really matter. Did you guys watch the game last night?
Yeah.
Do you think they made a mistake, or do you think maybe that was Stafford's mistress that they showed?
Mistress? Was it? I thought they said it was his wife.
No, not the first time.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
No, they put up and they said, "Oh, here's Stafford's wife," and then they came back out of commercial, and Michaels was like, "No, we made a mistake. That's not his wife. There's his wife," and went up to the box and showed another blonde that had like a yellow shirt.
Mistress. That was his mistress.
Was the first girl they showed clearly hotter?
I think she was actually. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
So that's the mistress. Right?
That's what they were saying on the Valenti show today. They're like, the guy was like, Rico. He's just laughing. He goes, like, man, was that his side piece? And they're like, oh, you can't say that. He goes, well, okay, was that allegedly his side piece? No, you can't say that. He's like, oh, well.
Oh, that's fantastic. No, I think the biggest takeaway in that Rams game for me was they just opened up the playbook early for Stafford and just let him air it out. And I was kind of shocked by that. But then if you're a quarterback, you're feeling really good.
Oh! My bad. I'm sorry.
That's all right. It just gives me something to look forward to.
Yeah. Dad or Greg, you shit his pants.
Yeah.
Speaking of, big bloopers. How about that hot mic on the refs? That black ref on the opening night where
on
he's
Tampa,
like, yeah, he was just like, he's like, let's just say, and then they cut it out. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Well,
I missed that one. I know what you're talking about, but I missed it.
You heard about it? I'm sure.
Yeah,
it was pretty bad.
No,
it was like
helping out Tom Brady. All right.
All you're gonna say is if there was any ever doubt of refs fixing games, there's your confirmation. Because like the guy was clearly, and then it was so funny because then they showed him in the next replay in slow motion, like of that same play when the ref that was making that call through the flag, the ref that had the hot mic that was like, let's just say whatever. You see his eyes go like when the other ref throws the flag, like, what did you just do? You threw a flag? Like, it's so funny. You can't make this stuff up, dude. Like, it was just so funny.
No, you can't.
Yeah, but again, it still wasn't as blatant as the NHL guy.
No.
Oh well, yeah, that's yeah.
But I mean, they fix games. That's what they do sometimes, They let's not say they fix them because that's a dirty word. Right. Let's say they like to nudge things in the right direction.
They're not as bad as Tim Donaghy in NBA basketball. Okay, they're not as bad as him anyway. Back in the day.
So at the end of the day, they're still selling entertainment. So.
Yeah, damn straight.
Sometimes I think it's like a WWE ref, that just turns their head, when they make it an illegal tag or something. Well, it's like it's like the Ohio State game. Was it the Ohio State game? Yeah, the Ohio State game on one of the last drives or whatever, and it was a blatant. I wouldn't say blatant, but should have been a targeting call when the guy basically put his helmet in the Ohio State guy's back, and then that wasn't called, and then like another game, basically it was like almost the exact same play, and then there's targeting. I think they got to do something with that rule. And
that whole thing, I feel like really messed up college.
But I agree with one of the guys. I can't remember who it was, or maybe it is Herb Street. But he's like, fine, make it a 15-yard penalty, but don't unless it's blatant. Don't eject the guy because there's some of them.
That targeting was a knee-jerk reaction that I think now we're at the point where they're like, okay, we should probably fix this or do something. But they were under pressure to act so quickly on it, and everyone was like, "Oh, you did a good job for 1 year," and now we're all like, "Okay, this is bullshit. Get rid of it. Figure something else out."
Well, but was it the Louisville, Mississippi game? Was there 4 guys ejected in the first half?
Yeah, why not do it like they do the unsportsmanlike conduct or something? Yeah, you got to have 2 of them.
Yeah,
for something like that. I mean,
that's a good play right there. Have 2 of them.
That would. I still don't like the ejection at all, but at least that'd be better.
I mean, I think my best one now I've seen that happen last weekend is probably my best one is when a kicker got ejected on the first play of the game for targeting.
Yeah, with the kicker.
That really screws your team over.
USC Stanford.
Well, USC just lost their head coach, so there's that.
Yeah.
Well, how does that even happen?
Well, the one that, but he's been the placeholder for 7 years at USC. He's always been Clay Helms. He's just been there. He's always been the placeholder, and they finally got started.
Those kickers like to take those guys' heads off,
Well, but
that's their only chance at glory. The only excitement they get all game.
or the other problem I have with targeting is that you see it more and more now is like the defensive guys going in to make the hit, and then the offensive guy ducks down.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. So they hit helmet to helmet. Well, but where the guy started to go in to make the tackle, if the offensive guy hadn't ducked down, it would have been targeted.
No, exactly.
Was it Penn State who used to have that kicker that was built like a lineman? I think it was Penn State.
How about what's his name? The kid from Georgia's like pretty big.
Yeah, but how many years are you going back?
Not that many. Within 5 years.
I mean, how about Sebastian Janikowski?
Yeah. I thought that maybe that's why I asked how many years ago.
No, it was within the past 5 years. Okay. Penn State had that kicker who he was short, but I mean, he was just huge.
Janikowski, he was my favorite.
He was
Florida State.
Who's that punter that is like from the Australian rugby player? That guy's big too.
Yep. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. They were saying now that's like all these college teams that need punters. There's a school down in Australia. No, there's a school down in Australia.
They're teaching kids how to kick rugby balls.
Yeah. They take all the rugby guys and they kind of teach them how to do it with the American football. So like all these teams are going down there and they're just getting these rugby kickers.
Yeah, makes sense.
I ended 5th on my on my deal.
What did that cash?
I won $32 and change on $5. Well,
Well, you were flirting with the top there, though. You were not far.
So you got your third quarter team lined up?
No, well, I could do that. How you say that? I actually might now.
I'm saying
you gotta roll some of those winnings over. Roll at least a few bucks.
Yeah, you might as well throw another $5 on there.
Never hurts to sprinkle.
Throw another 6-pack on there.
Yeah, I know I should. Not shit. Might as well. I'm gonna have to find another one here. No shit. All right, let's see here. Oh, this one you can win $1,700 for first on this one. Shit.
Oh my gosh! First batter of the game, Yu Darvish home run.
Is that DraftKings? I'm gonna have to go in there and challenge you.
Oh yeah, let's go. It says right now there's 1 minute and 45 seconds, and it says reserved $5. Now it's up to $2,000.
Well, I got a minute 45 to do it. I can't even.
Yeah, you gotta hurry up and get on the app, man. Well, how about this? You can just help me pick my team here. You know, if we win, I'll Venmo you guys some money.
Well, gentlemen, I am logging off, so everyone enjoy the rest of the game.
Yeah, no,
Good
nice
seeing you
jumping
all.
on, man.
Thanks for joining, dude.
And
All right,
I'll talk to you guys later.
I'll see you Wednesday.
Wednesday?
College show, pro show.
We'll do, yeah. So you want picks tomorrow?
You can give them to me Wednesday.
Okay. All right, we can do that. All right, we'll see you guys later.
Oh, sounds good, man. Have a good night.
You too.
What's this? What's this about? Yeah, this
Chronic
is a
triggers.
live show for live betting on the first half of the NFL game tonight.
Yeah, kind of like,
We do live sports wagering and give sports betting outlooks.
and just sports chat and
A lot of other random fun stuff.
a lot of random gibberish.
Yeah, basically. Just hopefully we're not too drunk, you know.
Hey, who are you talking to? Are you talking to me?
Whoa. Speak for
You're talking to
yourself,
me? Talking to me in Legion?
right?
I don't see you drinking anything.
You know what? I'm gonna go disable my camera. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right. Well, here, Dan, you're gonna help pick my team then, since you can't go against me here. We'll see what this is. Oh, round one: Watkins, Williams, or Brown for most points in the third quarter. Browns, Williams, or Watkins?
Well, I'd probably go with the Baltimore guys, but
Yeah, I went with Brown on that one.
yeah.
And then let's see here. Then Jacobs, Kenyon Drake for 1.5 points, or Brown and Andrews for together plus points. So you can have two of them for one value. I'm gonna take Browns and Andrews, I guess, for the 2 for 1 value there. Then now you got Waller, Ruggs, or Drake straight up. Who's gonna get more points? I'm gonna say Waller because he's been targeted a lot. He just hasn't.
Okay. Yeah. I just thought maybe Ruggs for one big play, but yeah, I'd kind of go with you.
Now Jackson 1.5, Murray times 3, or Jacobs times 2. I like the Jacobs times 2.
Okay. Yeah.
Because since the game's close, they're gonna still be running it.
Right.
So
exactly.
times 2 for any little run that he gets in that quarter, I like it. Now it's Jackson straight up, Carr straight up, or Murray times 1.5. Man. I'll go with Carr. I'll try it out.
All right.
Everybody went with 75% with Jackson on the last one.
Oh, there you go. Hey, there you go. Hey, mate. Hey, that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to go with the other one and hope.
You just got to fade what everybody else likes. So, yeah. So, as long as Brown and Andrews does good here and Carr comes out in the third quarter here, we'll see if he's hungry enough because they'll get the ball. No, they don't get the ball first. So, the damn Ravens get the ball first. There was a different man here before.
Well, either Greg. Well, you see the talking about Greg or Russell.
The insider's room. The main guy there, Nick. You might be talking about Nick.
Oh, Nick.
Yep.
Too busy.
He's still around.
He's too busy. Too busy to deal with the peasants.
Yeah, that's right. He's big time in it.
Let's grab a beer.
There you go. Yeah, so the picks we gave out in that first half, anyways, on that of this Ravens game was the under 44.5, and then if you like the Raiders, take them on the spread at plus 13.5. And so depending on which one you like, so far both of those are looking good anyway. So. Oh, there we go. I think I'm gonna go get me a refill real quick myself.
Well, yeah. Greg's back, so
You guys are chilling, right? I figured we're gonna watch at least some of the second half, right?
yeah. That's what I figured.
I got the snacks and
The beers are flowing now, so yeah, might as well.
yeah, exactly.
So, mate, hey, I was on your Jersey boys Saturday.
What are you talking about?
Rutgers.
Oh yeah, you told me I would never do that.
That's my best. That's my 10-star play of the day. And then I'm like, oh, what's 0-0 at the half? What?
Well, I don't even know like enough about it. Like, I'm guessing they were big favorites, right?
No, 2.5.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, I got him at 2.5 point favorite. So, I mean, what they're playing Syracuse, so I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They look good against Temple, but again, it was Temple, so I don't know.
I mean, that wasn't like a game. Like, it's like a low key game. You know what I mean? Like, you're targeting something so off mainstream when you go for a game like that. Look at Lamar Jackson's numbers though for the first half: 11 for 15, 128 yards and 20 rush yards. Pretty solid. He's a little low in the rush yards though.
Yeah, and we're only like 100 away though.
From what?
Cashing that prop bet.
Oh yeah. I also took individually both the pass and the rush. I can, but the thing is, it's a close game, so he's probably gonna run. They run when he needs to.
Right.
But I mean, I like the Ravens. It's a shame that they had so many injuries. You know, they're a good team. They've been a fringe team for a while. Baltimore's everything is football in Baltimore. You know that they love the Ravens.
Well, they have to.
That's all they got. I mean,
are you with the Orioles?
It's a nice ballpark. Camden Yards is pretty nice.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, here's the thing. I think it's just before Peters went down and they lost Edwards and then Dobbins. I put out just for fun, as I said, just but I put in these 18 parlays where I picked the winners of every of each division. So I mean, some of the 18 parlays, paid off on a $5 bet, still paid off $12,000 or something.
Really?
So, yeah.
That's amazing.
But a couple of
$5 parlay paid $12,000.
Yeah. but you gotta get that. But you gotta it's to win to win each division. So but Baltimore, I mean, I had two of them had Baltimore in it, and then they were out. Or not out, but when they got injured, then I started picking the other ones. So I do Cleveland in one and Pittsburgh in one, and then you're trying to pick out another a little longer shot, in the NFC West or whatever. So yeah, I think one of them I got will pay $12,000 on a $5 bet.
So what's crazy about that, right, is because the odds change as the year goes on, right?
Right.
You can hedge into those really nicely, especially if you had a decent sense, not even a good sense. You just need a decent sense as to what is going to happen.
Right.
What way the lines are going to shift. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because then, you can set up a few of them. And as the season goes on, you go, okay, those 4 teams are pretty much a lock. And now I can just create a parlay with these 4 and
exactly. Exactly. No, yeah, that's kind of some stuff I picked up off of you over the last year or two. Yeah, that's a kind of a thing. I'm like, okay, if these 4 that I think are going to be locks are looking good, then then I can start playing
dynamic. A good example is I got the Braves at plus 275 to win the division. few weeks ago, a month ago, like right before they started on their run, like, and now I could only imagine it's probably minus 400 or something like that. Like it's probably up there. But like, yeah, they shift greatly as the year goes on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just looking. I can't remember what book it was. It was one of the books I signed up at the, like when they first broke it here in Michigan. And I'm like, I'm looking around. And I got like $10 in it, and I'm like, $10 free bet. And I threw it on the Dodgers and the White Sox both to win. Dodgers to win the National League, White Sox to win American League for like $10 bet. I know it's not huge, but right now if that happens, it pays like $250 or something.
That's nice. Up to $10.
Yeah,
that's a good use of those $10 bets.
So, and the Dodgers are looking good, the White Sox are looking good, and then when it gets down to a certain point, I can always hedge out of one of them to at least not lock down some money.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. I mean, I would say the Dodgers are just going to be so hard to beat.
I think the Dodgers are a lock to win the National League.
You really do.
And I think the only team would worry me is the Brewers, just because of the pitching.
I agree. So the Brewers, there's only two teams, in my opinion, that can really contend with them, and that's the Brewers and the Giants. And that's going to take a lot from either side. It's going to take, obviously, prolific pitching performances from either of those teams, and on top of that, some of the clutchest hitting that they'll ever have.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's what it's going to take to beat them. So, either that or, like, they're going to have to implode and just, like, lose 2 games of a series real early somehow and go down. I don't know. Because they're going to be hard to put away in a 7-game series. For sure.
Or Scherzer and Buehler will have to throw their arms out in the next month.
Yeah. They still might have enough guys.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say that might not even be enough.
Even if like Urias and whatever's pitching for them, they're still a good team just because it's such good hitting.
Exactly.
So I mean, they're good. They're like I wish the Yankees could be.
God, man, with your Yankees, man, they like. They just go like such high when they were like 19, 19 out of 20 or something, and then they just turned around and took a dump. I mean, they keep going up and down. Like it's like a roller coaster with those Yankees.
They're the worst.
Yeah, no consistency.
They're the worst 11-game winning streak team ever. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, like someone said like they're the first team I think ever to go on an 11-game winning streak and then like lose like whatever many of their next 10 or whatever. So I don't know. There's some Yankees fans that really think like if they can just make it to the playoffs, like they will find a way to, because the AL is not that good, but. I don't know, man. They have to show it, and they just like they have too many holes. Like Sanchez, Gardner, all these guys like past their prime. That it's like you're really praying that they're gonna catch fire at the right time. And I just don't know if they can do it. Especially when I see the consistency of like some of these other teams when there's lineups like that are really hard to batter or like to pitch around. Like. So, I don't know. What do you think about the Red Sox? You think the Red Sox got a shot at all? Backdoor chance?
At what? Winning?
To like make a run in the playoffs or make the playoffs or that sort of thing.
I don't know. I mean, they seem to have the offense to do it, but I just don't like their pitching.
Yeah, in baseball, you really need bullpen, starting pitching, batting. if you actually
Yeah.
want to win. Like you
Yeah.
need all of them at some point.
I mean, to be honest, I mean, Houston's got the offense, but their starting pitching is suspect. I think it's going to come down to the Rays of the White Sox in the American League. To be honest, I like Houston. I like their bats, but their pitching is, and even their best pitchers have struggled as of late. So, I mean, and then you look at the White Sox. Yeah, here's the thing. I don't even think Dallas Keuchel will even make the playoff roster. So there's the one of their weak links in the pitching staff.
Yeah, he's not.
He won't make them. He won't
He'll
make
get
the
whacked.
yeah. He won't. Well, he won't even make the he won't make the roster. I think it's gonna be interesting. I think it's gonna. To be honest, I think it'll come down to the Rays and the White Sox.
Well, I'll tell you what. That Padres pick I gave you guys was the absolute donkey crap. Yu Darvish got 1 out in the first inning and gave up 5 runs. First,
Yeah.
I told you, is Yu Darvish good or is he going to be a trash can?
I see.
He did the trash can you.
I think it was against them last game, and you said something. You said he was pitching, but I couldn't be asked to go try to log on and try to do anything. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. He's been shit since the All-Star game. He's just been crap.
My gosh, I'm like cashing out of bets for like 10% of the value right now. This is no, I mean, I actually had the Padres in the last leg of 2 parlays, and and one has the Raiders plus 10.5.
Well, that should still work for you.
That will, but I think I just am gonna hedge off on it. Sometimes if I'll find like a middle hedge, like if I see a bet like that, like just go so bad, like I might just take now like the Giants first 5 on like some abbreviated run line and just try to like middle it and just like
there you go.
Sometimes it's chasing, so sometimes it works out, but
yeah, I mean, I know what you're saying. I do, I kind of do that.
Semi-hedge. Whatever you want to call it, semi-hedge. I like to do that. I think it's a good strategy. If you do it, if you're consistent with that type of strategy, it really pays off over time. So, what is the total in this game? You know what's funny about this game? It's really hanging around the pregame numbers. Like,
no, it is. The live numbers, it really is.
Yeah, it's like
this is one of those ones that probably have spot on, right? Or it's
Vegas couldn't have drawn it up any better. Like they can make this game go any way they want. Over, under, outright win for the underdog, cover.
Exactly.
This game could go any way they want at this point. Just need that black ref in there to make the right call. They said that guy was an ex-player too. They were like giving the background on him when it happened. They were like, "Yeah, he used to be a linebacker in the NFL." I was like, "Oh, so that's how you get in with these corrupt assholes?"
Yeah. He's like, "I played against Brady, so I'm going to root for him this time. I'm going to get money."
Wow,
that's a beautiful punt.
There's a better return though.
What, Legion? What'd you do? Did you change TVs or something?
Yeah, Legion, you're getting a live feed. I feel like you're on the.
No, it changes around here, man. I'm telling you.
Because you said it's a beautiful punt, mate. My punter hasn't even caught the ball yet.
Legion, what kind of beer do you keep on your keg?
Yeah, so on one side I keep like a Mexican beer, so it's usually Pacifico or Dos Equis is my favorite.
Wow, that's actually my dad's all-time favorite beer. It's funny you say that.
And then on the other one, I usually do like specialties, so I'll get like Shiner Bock, and then I'll get Boulevard Wheat beer, and then I'll have Mac and Jack's from Washington, which is phenomenal. And then I'll have any other type of specialty amber beer.
Like one is that's perfect, man. One craft and one for your everyday.
Yep.
like thirst quencher or whatever.
Yeah,
you wanna
because the
call it.
craft ones, man, they cost like $20 more than the everyday stuff, So it's like, but then they're also heavier alcohol content.
You get the
usually.
high octane, yeah.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
high
So,
octane.
but yeah, so I like to mix it up. But yeah, usually it's always a Mexican beer on the one side, and or like a Coors Light or Bud Light or something just cheap,
Wow.
No, I don't know, but like, because a lot of my friends are really into craft beers. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd say they're pretty deep in the game, but I don't know. Like, because I don't go with them. They go to like all these places, like Massachusetts and stuff, Treehouse Brewery, and all this stuff. And they told me like you can only buy a certain amount. Now, would a place like that sell you a keg too? Or
Some
no?
of those smaller breweries do, microbreweries, they will.
do? Like a mini keg or whatever. Like,
Yep.
I figured they would. That's like a good business for them.
Yep. I mean, it costs you extra though, right, to go there. So that's why going to the microbreweries, getting a keg. I mean, it'd be expensive. You're like, dang, man,
you have to like the place, or it'd be a special thing or whatever.
Yeah, like this is a $2.50 beer at home. Like, no, I'm trying to be at under $1.
Economical. Yeah, you're trying to be economical with the keg, not like run up the price. Yeah, that's really cool. One of my friends has like a my friend has a nice house, and he has a really nice bar, and he has like a nitrogen beer keg or whatever.
Okay, yep.
Have you seen those or know anything about it? I mean, it tastes really good. I don't know what type of.
I have heard about those and stuff. I've never tried any product out of one or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, it tastes really good. It's some type of nitrogen keg. It's amazing.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm off to try that with mine, because mine's just off the old CO2 itself, but.
Yeah, look it in. I don't know if it's a special. Look into it. I don't know if it's like a special line or if it's just
maybe it's a special keg too. I don't know.
It might actually be a special keg, because I think those have like a different spigot or whatever, spigot or whatever. But what were you gonna say, Dan?
Oh no, these are saying, oh, it's $2 a beer or something out of. Yeah, start drinking out of a bottle.
Yeah, I know, but I get picky, man. I'm about value. I value shop. All right, I have 4 kids. I have the value.
If you got kids, man, that's the way it is. Man, when Lamar Jackson decides to run, dude, it's just like it's game on.
No, it is. He commits to it. Definitely. Commit.
And just like, it's so amazing watching a quarterback be the fastest guy in the field. Like, not even the fastest, like the most athletic.
No, yeah, exactly. Well, where's the that Bowser prop doing right now? Because to be honest with you, I told Bowser, I was like, I like the under 74 yards rushing for Lamar Jackson. That's what
got juiced up. I got it at 68.
Okay,
like a couple days ago.
I just at 74, I was like, man, I think there's value on the under on it, because to me, I was like, if you're a smart coach on the Raiders, they have no other running backs really to worry about, right? So you just worry about Lamar Jackson 100% of the time, and then 20% of the time he hands it off. You live with that shit all day.
Well, I mean, I think that just goes show you his value, though, because look, they have what's his name in there, like the rookie or whatever, Williams, and I had him as the first touchdown scorer. It cashed, like it's just because it only cashed because of what you're talking about, though. Like, they had their eyes on Lamar, and it spread out the defense just enough. They ran it right up the gut. Like, if it wasn't, if it wasn't the threat of him running, that never happens, probably.
No, yeah. That is true.
But I mean, it is like that. You have to like really think about like how certain players make other people better and that sort of thing. Because that was a good play, taking that guy Williams' rush prop over total or whatever.
Well, that was easy. Then his catches were at 1.5 too. He's already got like 2 or 3 catches as well. So I was gonna do his catches, his receiving yards. I was gonna do everything for him and a touchdown. But I was like,
smart.
Nah, I was like, I'll just take the receiving yards because that one's gonna cash on.
I took his anytime touchdown was like plus 150, plus 160.
Yeah, and I was gonna do that too, but I was like, no, I don't want to get greedy with it, But sometimes I do, and then it works for me, and sometimes I do and it doesn't, right? But today's my props cashed nice, and can't complain, and that's gonna be a field goal, so that's nice. If they decide to kick it this time, shit. Where's the over-under at live now? It's probably 45 now, 45 and a half.
You're probably sitting right on your spot. Yep, a little above 45 and a half.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good field goal, though. So it should stay the same, though.
I hope he misses it.
It's Tucker.
Now, he ain't gonna miss, I know, but they'll jinx him on the damn TV. Just listen to him. Oh, he's so money. I mean, good God.
He's the definition of automatic when it comes to a kicker.
You know, he had to fight to get into the league. He had to put out videos to different NFL teams. Like, look at me kicking from here, from this, at 55 yards, this place at 60 yards, and just over and over and over. And then people just said, all right. And then the Ravens, picked him up. Because if I remember right, I don't think he was drafted. And if he was, it was really, really, I mean, it was a low draft pick. Let's see. Well, that's going to help my live under anyways.
Looks like Kershaw has given up some runs in the first year to Arizona. I really was looking at that game to go over the total with Kershaw pitching especially and Zach Gallen. Kershaw's not the same. He just has stuff. You can tell when he's out there. It's just like he really benefits from being the veteran that gets the generous strike call.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Let's see how our DraftKings thing's doing there, Dan. It's probably terrible.
Who'd you take?
Oh, it was terrible. We did like a quick one here. Oh, yeah, it's bad. Out of 700 and some people, I'm like 600. Terrible. That one was not good.
Let's see what the live looks like here. All right, so Lamar Jackson, he's
and we don't have many Raiders, do we?
No, we do. We have the quarterback. We have the running back for twice the points.
There you go. See, we can make it back right now.
Well, I hope so, because shit, it's looking sad. I mean, you're standing there bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though, because they might have all just loaded up on Ravens.
Well, that's true, and a lot's going to be said about this drive right here, because if Carr can, give it to Waller in the end zone or a long bomb to him, I mean, that's going to be, triple the points right there for me. So that'd be good.
Yeah, that's it.
And or Jacobs for a long run would be nice too. That looked like my uncle, Ray. I have to rewind that. That looked like my damn uncle.
What if it is? Like he flew out to Vegas and he's just
No, he lives in Vegas. He lives in Vegas.
That's hilarious.
It looks like my uncle right there. I'm going to have to call his ass and say, are you at the fucking game on TV right now? Oh, come on. Rewind, you fucking thing. That's going to be funny if that actually is him. It looks just like him. If not, I'm going to take a picture of it.
Look who else is there. Roger Goodell, Reggie Jackson, George Lopez. He's not a celebrity. Dana White.
Yeah, fuck Dana White.
He's got his face buried into the cell phone, not even watching the game.
Yeah, fuck him.
Man, that looks so close to my. I'm going to take a picture of that whole thing and just say, you got this fucking game or Texas, dumbass. I'm probably so fucking drunk anyways that he ain't gonna answer his phone. That's funny.
Ooh, I was looking at Derek Carr's rush prop too. He just rushed the ball, but I don't think he cashed it.
That's funny.
I just seen the Dana White. I just seen the Dana White shot.
Dana White. Everyone hates him too. It's so funny. He's like, don't worry, he'll go live on his island. And
that's good.
Whatever he feels like.
Oh, hold on here. What the hell?
All right, give me a second, Leach. I'm gonna come back and talk to you in a second about the weirdness over the weekend. I just want to see.
Yeah, you're good.
If you actually watched it.
It depends on what it was. But, yeah, that fantasy lineup for the third quarter was not good so far.
Who'd you have?
Oh, well, so I had Jacobs for double the points. I have Carr for 1.5 times 1.5, and then I have Brown on the other side, and then tight end for the Raiders as well.
It's just kind of like hard to predict because one team could control the ball the whole time.
Yeah, one team can control, more than half the damn quarter, and then you're like,
oh,
well,
that was good defense. Oh no, that's bullshit.
they threw a flag. Wow.
No, I'm sorry.
That is not like.
That's.
See, now they want this game to go.
I was gonna say this game's gonna go over if they're calling that. You're not. It's gonna be hard to.
But they can overturn those, right? Can't they now on pass interference if they call a challenge on the shit?
Oh yeah. Wait. I don't know. Did they get rid of that or no?
I thought they got rid of it. I thought they got rid of it.
I think they got rid of it because it's slowing down the game. They're like, you're not going to win anyway. We do what we want.
Right. Yeah.
that first year.
We're not going to show up the guys on the field. So.
Yeah, I mean, they basically it was unpredictable anyway. Sometimes they would like call it like it should, and sometimes they wouldn't. It's like, what's the point?
Well, actually, obviously, you can't challenge anymore because you would have challenged the play on Thursday night with Brady and the offensive pass interference.
Yeah.
Look at Chucky's face after that holding call.
Oh, he's pissed. He's pissed.
Dude, Chucky's facial reactions are they're too much.
So Legion, did you watch the Phenom versus the Geriatric on Friday or Saturday?
No, I when you posted on that, actually, I was like, all right, I have to go back and watch some of this, but that was so fast. Holyfield, I mean, why is he even out in the ring? I mean, good God.
Did he get the crap kicked out of him?
I mean, it was quick.
Man,
it was over fast.
It was over fast. I mean, the ref. No, he didn't get the crap kicked out of him because the referee saved his old ass.
Yeah.
Belfort knocked him. Well, before Belfort knocked him down, Holyfield took a right hook and fucking put himself through the ropes because he missed him so bad.
He's so old and shit.
And then Belfort hit him with a shot, hit him with an uppercut, put him down. Holyfield got up, and Belfort just started throwing punches, and I don't know, hit him a few times, and Holyfield blocked a few, but I think the referee's like, fuck, he's a 58-year-old man. I can't let this go on.
What was this on? Pay-per-view?
Yeah.
Did you pay for this?
No, man. VIP box it.
All right, whatever.
I VIP box it.
Yeah.
No. Like I've seen all the Jake Paul fight, all the Paul brothers fights, whatever. I refuse to pay for anybody. I just fake stream it or illegally stream it. I don't give a shit.
Oh yeah, you got to.
Yeah, but it was so bad. Well, here's the thing though, at least I don't know if you know this, but it was supposed to be De La Hoya and
he got COVID and stuff. Yes,
right, right. And so they put in Holyfield, and California said no.
Yeah,
I'm not sanctioning it. Well, 15 years ago, Holyfield got banned from boxing. I think it might have been California or Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And then, so 15 years later, California said, no, we're not sanctioning this. And Louisiana, I think it was Louisiana, stepped up and said, yeah, we'll have this fight. We don't see a problem with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then did you see the sparring session with Holyfield when he couldn't even hit the bags correctly?
No, it's bad. Yeah.
And he can't speak correctly.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was just a terribly bad. It's a fight that shouldn't have happened.
You know what happened though? They all got money at the end of the day.
Well, I understand that, but at some point, somebody's got to say, wait, But Jim Lampley was supposed to call the fight.
Yeah.
And he backed out. He said, "I'm not calling it."
So is do you think the Phenom there is gonna fight one of the Paul brothers? Or
I
both
hope
of them?
so. I hope
Well,
so.
they ain't gonna take that fight unless they tell him, "Hey,
No,
you have to lose, and
course
we'll give
not.
you $60 million." You know?
Didn't they say the Paul brothers were retiring one of them or whatever?
No, one did. Yeah, after he fought Woodley, and
They're like, "Oh, you got to throw more money at me if you want me to fight again."
Yeah,
That's what he's really saying. Let's be honest. Yeah, let's be honest. Like, we know why you got into this.
yeah, he fought Tyrone. He fought Tyrone. Here's the thing: how are they making money?
Yeah.
I guess numbskulls must all be VIP boxing. I don't know. What are we doing?
Well, no. I know who it is. It's like all kids my son's age who bought into the Paul brothers bullshit.
Yeah, they must
for
be.
years.
They're making it. I think it's more about the intangible, whatever you want to call it, value that they have. Like, it's more about like the brand and the fact that they can. Like,
but how do you pay Mayweather that kind of money?
Yeah, I don't know.
But and here's the thing: it's funny because I was making a joke. So there's on Facebook some things that came up, and I was joking around with a guy because a guy I went to school with, and someone was a LeBron. He's like, oh, and it was about Michael Jordan is better than LeBron or whatever, and then he said, oh. Yeah, soon people are going to come on here and start saying Tyson would beat Ali. And I said, no, soon people would be coming on here and saying the Paul brothers, one of the Paul brothers will beat Ali.
Did not get the fourth and 1.
Under like thunder.
And he said I got sucked in. My sons came home from college with a bunch of his college friends, and they suckered me into buying the Jake Paul or the Paul. I don't know the Paul versus Mayweather fight. He goes. I felt violated after I watched it.
Yeah,
and I said I watched it for my son tried to do the same thing. I VIP boxed it. I felt violated after watching that, and I watched it for free.
That's right.
Damn. Just hopefully you didn't get your feelings wrapped up in it, man.
Well, it was just. I mean, I just find the Paul brothers a big joke, and it's which basically it's another thing that's wrong with America at this point in time. These guys are getting out for what?
Well, let's see.
Well, that was good for the under. Huh? Why do I hear myself? Is that one of you guys had me on? Or...
Huh?
I like hear an echo on myself. Oh, there it goes. It went away. Whatever you did.
Whatever you did.
I think it was you. I did nothing. Hey, maybe it's like that Randy Orton song. I hear voices in my head. Maybe that's just it. You're just saying to yourself in your head.
Oh, we can look ahead to the Thursday night game and talk about that. The Giants against the Washington football team.
Let's see here.
I think you bet the under right now.
No, man, I would be inclined. I think I would take the Giants in this one with the points, probably.
You think? I like that. I like that look too. With the backup quarterback situation, right?
Daniel Jones got a chewing from the coach and this and that. And then where was Saquon Barkley at? Where is he at? So I got to think he's going to do better in this game. And then Washington.
Did you watch the Giants game? Because I'll tell you, man, I usually have a decent eye for this type of thing. I could tell you, Saquon, he looked like he didn't have the step. Like, you know how like Saquon used to beat defenders because he could get to the edge, to the outside. He couldn't do that. he couldn't get to the outside. He couldn't beat the defenders. And
Well,
now,
is he?
granted,
I wonder if
Denver's
he's
a
still
good team.
just nervous about his injury recovery, right?
It could be. He's also not. I don't think he's 100% yet. And they were playing a good defense, but that's what I witnessed. I was like, oh my gosh, Lamar. I just saw like this guy does not have because that's the one thing that Saquon, because he could always beat you to the outside, so he kept you honest with his inside move, obviously. So like, I don't know. I just that worried me, and I'm a Giants fan. This is my team. I watch them more than anyone. Like that's the games I watch. But I just think that I do agree with you, though. I like the spot and I bet Denver last week. I picked them in a Survivor league that I have.
Yeah, I picked the Panthers in my Survivor pools across the board on all 4 of them. Just straight Panthers on all of them.
I picked Denver because I was like, because you take massive risks in those early. And
you do, right? But you want to get the shitty teams out of your system early. That way you can say, okay, I'm going to take Green Aaron Rodgers, Mr. November in November sometime, right?
Strategically, you have to strategically save certain teams. Otherwise,
you do. So this week, I'm probably going to take the Browns, honestly, for mine. I'll say it. I'm going to take them probably. A bounce back spot.
They're like 14-point favorites.
Yeah, they're huge favorites. So it's like I'll take a huge favorite on the Browns now because that's when they'll probably win. Because later in the season, when they start playing more against the Ravens, the Steelers, and stuff like that, and the Bengals, can you trust them? Probably not, right? On a lot of those games. So just take them now where you can get them with good value. So sometimes, like I said, it's all strategic and
Yeah, it takes a lot of forethought. You have to really think out the whole season.
But I agree, Legion, yeah. And I almost went with one with that strategy, and I almost took I thought this really shitty team would win, and I could get them out of the way. I'm glad I didn't, because I was going to take Jacksonville. Against the Texans.
You would have been week 1 outed in the Survivor.
Exactly, and I didn't do it, so I ended up taking San Francisco. But
that's why you got to be strategic. You got to take the team that is going to choke, like the Giants.
I think moving forward, any team that goes against the Jets, probably the Lions, right? Probably Jacksonville at this rate. Any team that goes against them, just pick them to win, and you'll probably.
I think I'm going to take the Lions against the Bears. That's right. So I'll get the Lions out of the way. I think the Lions will beat the Bears this year, or the first game.
I don't know, man. That's an ugly call there. That's But honestly, Thursday night footballs, I do like the overs on Thursday night footballs because me and Bowser, for like the last few years, we were looking at Monday nights tend to go under. Because there's more preparation, right? They got the extra day to prepare for a team, so the unders on Monday night usually were working for us, and then Thursday night,
more people watching, I think too.
Yeah, and then Thursday night the overs would cash just because less preparation and stuff like that. So
it makes sense too from that perspective.
But again, that was with a preseason and stuff and this and that, and so now it's like with no preseason in there, we got to see how things are going to look. But so far, Monday night it's going under, and we'll see and Thursday night, the first Thursday night game, went over. So,
so what are you drinking there, Greg?
Amstel Light. Yep. I just ran out of Stella. Actually, Stella is usually my go-to.
But I feel pretty confident on this under now.
Yeah.
Yep.
The over-under long line's got to be at 40?
Yeah, I'm glad we talked ourselves into that instead of the Vegas spread. Because, I think you're right. The unders, I'm glad I jumped on it.
You probably got the better. Didn't you get the 46.5?
I actually got it after the touchdown. It went as high as 49.5. But
nice.
I actually threw it in earlier just because I saw the way the game. I threw it in a fun parlay or whatever with the Astros and shit.
But I mean, to be honest though, at one time when Legion threw out the Raiders, I don't know. I wouldn't say if you were to take that 13.5,
I think that's
Oh,
a good
yeah.
safe bet still
Not
too.
only that, if you took 13.5 and sprinkled money line at the same time when it was like plus probably 600, 650.
Oh yeah, exactly.
That would have been nice. I do have a bet active right now. I threw $10 because I'm already up a lot on the night from the first TD score. I threw $10 on Darren Waller to be the next touchdown scorer in the game.
Well, they keep on targeting him, so I mean, it's a matter of time.
The only thing is he's gonna get doubled so hard if they get near the end zone. You almost need it to be a long pass.
Yeah, 35-yarder plus or something, you know.
Could happen. Man, I should have went heavier on baseball today, man. I was right about that Dodgers game going over. It looks like there's already 4 runs in the first inning. 3-1 Dodgers.
Jeez. Yeah, I stopped doing baseball once the U.S. Open came around. Actually, like the tournament before the U.S. Open came around, that's when I stopped baseball, and I'll just focus more on tennis again. And then I'm kind of watching these little small tournaments going on right now. And I'm so mad since Raducanu won the U.S. Open there. I told Bowser going into that tournament, I said, man, we're going to take her on like 2 or 3 upsets here in this tournament because she's going to do it. And she has potential. And so we put money on her the first 3 deals, and then I stopped. And then Bowser's like, well, I'm going to keep kind of going. And he did. He just kept betting her, and it worked out towards the end. I should have. He's like, how come you didn't put a future on her? I was like,
well, yeah, she was 10,000 plus 10,000.
Yeah, $100 man, I've been sitting good right now. But
Jesus,
yeah.
Those are like that's like the future you dream of, right? Like picking a 10,000 to 1 in a U.S. Open, like long shot.
Yeah.
Well, wait, I'd be happy even with $10 right now. If I would put $10 on, I would have been happy.
Dude, the thing is, like, all the stars fell into place though, because like when she made her run, another 18-year-old like makes the run. Because like if that pressure of that finals against any other big name, she probably would have a much.
She would have folded like a cheap rag.
Exactly, it's the mental. It's all about the mental, and just like all the stars aligned. Like she saved herself, and like I don't know, she was down a set like multiple times against like some big players, right? No, not down a set. She never dropped a set, but she was down like breaks. I think like she was down like in a set multiple times and came back.
No, when she played one of the players I had a future on the other person, I was like, well, Dustin, I have to put $150 on Raducanu to win this one just because if my future, wins, then I'm still going to be, plus, like 2,000 or something like that. So it's like, I'm going to put $150 on her and then, it works out. I was like, good deal. It sucks the future loss, but it's like, I'm glad I went heavy on it. So it covers the future bet and some, right? But yeah, sometimes you don't do that. Sometimes you're like, no, this future one's going to win. And then you get left holding nothing at the end of the day. So.
Yeah, I think I've explained this to you guys before about how, like, when you make like an NFL future, like on a team to win the Super Bowl, it's never worth it unless you think they're going to have a first round bye because you could just bet them outright each round.
Yep.
Pretty much, and you'd be better off because they're going to be an underdog if they're not a first round bye team.
Yep. Well, let's see what the Raiders are made of right here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I put $200 on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl.
Oh no, I got the Chiefs like a week or 2 after the last Super Bowl there, and I took the Chiefs and the Buccaneers anyways, and I put $50 on each one, and one of them was for plus 600, and the other one was like plus 375 or something like that.
Oh, you got screwed on the numbers. I think you get both better numbers on both of those now. Maybe not the Chiefs.
Well, let's see here. I can't. Let me see. It's so long.
I think it was about that. It was probably like plus 600, plus 900 or something.
Because I know they were like 200 to 300 off one. Let's see here. Go to my. Oh no! So I got the Buccaneers plus 1,200, and then the Chiefs plus 700. That's what it is. So that's how early I got. That's how early I got those numbers. I put 50.
Really good. I was gonna say those are good numbers, though.
So if any time I need to hedge one of those out in the postseason, there I'd be like, okay, well, I'm going to look at this and hedge, and then say, okay, I can afford to lose this much and still be profitable if this bet loses, and they continue on, kind of thing, right? That's the game you have to play. But the Raiders are garbage. They didn't do nothing. 3 and out.
The Mets are so bad. It's so funny. They just spoiled the Yankees. Did you guys watch that game last night at all?
No.
It was actually very entertaining. Did you see what happened in the game?
Nah, no.
So it was kind of funny. The Yankees were down big, and then Stanton hit a home run. And just like lead into that, before Stanton hit this home run, like in the 7th or 8th inning, Lindor had already hit 2 home runs, and they were yelling at the Yankees because they were supposedly whistling and like giving signs for like the pitches that were coming. And Stanton hit the home run, and as he was circling the bases, he started jarring. He literally like stopped running the bases for a second, just started talking shit to Lindor, and like he just starts talking smack to Lindor as he's running the bases, and they're like, "Have you ever seen that before? A guy running the bases just like stops, just talk crap to the shortstop of the other team." So he's like talking crap to Lindor. The Yankees just tied it, and it was like 6-6. Then it goes in the bottom of the 8th, and sure enough, Lindor hits the 3rd home run of the game for himself, and Mets go up 7-6.
Did he go over to their batting cage and
he just go run out in the outfield and smack Stan? Yeah, no, it was just ridiculous because like he was talking crap to Lindor, then he came up there and just hit his. Lindor's been doing nothing, but he hasn't been great for the Mets. So
did Lindor stop between like 1st and 2nd and give Stanton the thumbs down?
I didn't actually even watch it live. It was kind of weird. I was like delirious. Like I had my TV on and I like woke up and like I hear the announcers going crazy and they were talking. Oh crap, that's a big play. Yeah, the announcers were going crazy. They were like, "Oh my gosh, blah blah
Vegas
blah."
has life.
I don't know though. He was down, I think.
No, unless the forearm was down.
I think
his forearm might have been down.
Well, maybe I don't know. I'll let you know in a minute when I see it.
Oh no, it's out. It's out.
I'll let you know in a minute, mate.
I told you that.
Oh yeah, as you switched,
I said from the get-go. I said from the get-go though that this team is live tonight, though. They are though. They are live.
No, I was just laughing because I just saw the play. And
they are live.
Raiders might man, they could tie it up.
But think about it. If they tie it up, it's anyone's game.
Where's
Jack?
That's out.
We were talking about how he goes all in. Like that's where it works against you. Like Waller, get in the end zone. Yeah, Waller's gonna have like 12 catches this game. He's like the only guy that they're throwing.
That was a good hit though, man. He got a licking right there. So you're at 50 yards rushing for Lamar, and then so it's at 160, so 200, so you need like 40 more yards for Lamar, really. You
should get that. You should get that because they should get 2 more possessions.
Yeah.
And if they score here, they'll actually have to move the ball.
And you're going to be close on getting that over that 60-something mark. It's going to be right there.
Yeah, it is gonna. That one's gonna be tight.
That one's gonna be just right there, but
That one's gonna be tight. But a lot of times Lamar, they do this stuff in the end of games where they'll do like a run option and Lamar will run for a first down to clinch the game.
yep. So would the Raiders kick a field goal right here?
You got to, unfortunately. You mean if you get stuffed here in third?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you have to.
I hope so.
Well, yeah, for the +4. Did you get 4.5, Dan, or what?
Yeah, I got 4.5.
The second effort from Jacobs was the difference there.
Yep. Where's Jacobs at in the third quarter when I need him for double the points, bastard?
He actually had one nice run in the third quarter. I don't know if you saw, and they called it back on a flag.
No, they did. Yeah, there was one nice run. It was a holding deal. And,
yeah, it was right after the pass interference.
Yeah, that's what did me in on that one. Oh, well. I'll take up $15 on DraftKings just for these quarter deals for the night. I don't care.
Can't beat that, man.
No. Trying to win 1,000 off $5. I'll try it every day, man. It is what it is. But no, in the tennis there on the U.S. Open, man, I had a 9-team tennis parlay, which was insane.
It cashed, right?
Yeah, I put $10 on it, and that thing cashed for me. I was stoked.
What was the odds on it?
Oh, shoot. It was like $10 paid out, $375 or something.
Plus 3,000 something.
Yeah, well, because the thing was, I had like a lot of huge favorites. So what I did, I took like 4 favorites that were like -400 and higher, -400 to -600, and then I did the rest was over-unders, and then it just worked out. And I had to sweat one of those favorites all the way to the third set, and it went to a tie break. I was like, come on, please, Jesus, just please.
Oh, wait, was that the one that Andrescu closed out for you?
Yeah, that was that. No, she was in a different parlay that closed out. That was the next day parlay that she closed that one out for me, which that was nice.
I think you should make a habit of doing those, though, right? Like, try to do them more often on big tournaments. Like,
no, that because the smaller tournaments, man. Like, I'm watching this smaller one right now, and some of the ones I would have been 50-50 today if I would have put any tennis bets in, because I just kind of watched like how the bigger, the higher ranked players are going to do right in these smaller tournaments. Sometimes they don't even care, and they're losing.
Unpredictable.
And so I'm like, okay, well, that's how you're going to play this tournament now. Okay, well, glad I didn't put money on you today, And some of the dogs, I figured, well, yeah, they're going to probably, have a good chance. They did their thing and won. So, but yeah, on those bigger tournaments, I'm going to have to just do, a lot of 6 to 8 team parlays, do a 10-teamer or whatever, and just see what happens. But that one that I hit, I mixed it up with the men's side too, because Zervov, he just been killing it, man, for me since the damn Olympics. Him and
he hasn't
Vincent,
lost, right? He hasn't lost yet, I don't think.
He finally lost in the U.S.
Well, he
Open.
lost in the Open, but I mean, up until that, I don't think.
Yeah, he didn't lose, man. So I took him since I've been betting him since the Olympics and on, and Vincent since the Olympics and on. So I made a lot of money off just those two. And
you could almost credit him a little bit with Medvedev winning, because I don't know if like Djokovic crumbles against Medvedev if he doesn't go 5 sets with Zverev the match before.
No, and I'm so mad because AM was like, I told him, I was like, I kind of like Medvedev against Djokovic. He's like, oh no, Djokovic owned him last time, so I looked at it, and I was like, yeah, he did own him, but for some reason, someone was telling me Medvedev just to get the plus money. And then when I saw the match unfold in front of my eyes, I was like, damn it. I let someone talk me out of it.
That would have been one of the few times.
Fine, though, because Aiden watches tennis too. He watches more men's tennis than I do, so I'm going to listen.
He's right though, because like I can tell you, man, how many times I've made the mistake. Like I'll bet Dominic Thiem against like Nadal just to get the plus 350, and like I always lose. Like it's like it's nice. It's nice to get the plus money, but I lose.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think this is going in for the
Raiders.
Yeah, I think your under should still be intact though, unless you get a quick score out the gate. After this.
But that's usually not the Ravens style, right? They're going to want to try to milk clock, march down the field. they don't want to score quick and have the Raiders try to score back, right? They're going to want to take some time off for sure.
Yep. Josh Jacobs.
There it is. Yep.
He had 2 touchdowns week 1 last year too.
So, Greg,
bastard.
I told you his rushing prop too live. I told you that was a look.
Unfortunately, people like me in Michigan, they don't allow us to bet those things live.
No, I mean it's turning that way for me too. Apparently, it just changed. I mean, they just redid their software and updated their app and stuff a few months ago. But
you get enough people complaining though, right? And moving over to a different book or whatever, then it's one thing. But if there's no other book doing those live player
that's
props,
the thing. Yeah.
Right? Then they're like, why are we doing it then? Why are we losing money if there's no other book losing money?
I think there are some, so I just got to branch out. I think they're not as good with it, but I think Bet365.
Well, no, I heard that there's another one like Underdog Fantasy Sports or something like that.
I haven't heard of that one, but I know Bet365's got live.
But the radio station I listen to here for sports talk radio and stuff, they keep promoting it. I guess Mark Cuban's invested into it, and some other guys are invested into it.
They might only be in certain states. That's usually how they start off because they got to get all their.
Yeah, well, at least it's in my state, so I can at least do that one.
Yeah, it's not up here.
I haven't looked into it and stuff to see if it's any good value and stuff like that, but they keep promoting it anyway, so yeah, I might have to just look into that.
But it's also like each state has their own different rules.
Yeah, that's true.
It's what you can bet on. So yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. But actually, what I was gonna say, Greg, Thursday or no, I was gonna say it's gonna be Wednesday this week. But Wednesday, we're doing a live NFL Pick'em show. If you're interested, Wednesday, probably either 9 or 9:30.
Yeah, I don't want to screw up your guys' mojo because honestly, I was on most of your plays last week, Legion. And then when you posted that in the Discord, I was so pumped because I was like, that was mainly what I was already on. So I was like,
no, there's nothing to screw anything up. Listen,
no, I'm just joking. Yeah, I'll be there.
No, but what I'm saying is just send me 3 picks on Wednesday, so I can put them all in. There's no whatever you want. Side or total on the NFL. Side or total. Doesn't matter. Nobody knows. The other guys that are in there, they don't know what you guys pick. So then I take them all and I kind of line them up. So if you're on the same thing, then if you in Legion are against or have opposite picks, then that's great. Then you give your reasons why, and it's like I said, it's not a contest. It's just get guys on there, throw out your picks, and just go from there.
So do we think Baltimore wins this game and then Vegas gets to cover here? Baltimore wins by
I hope so. That's what
I'm kind of sensing right now. For some reason, I'm sensing that's the guts telling me Baltimore's going to win by a field goal.
I hope so. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, I see the point total landing on about 41 in this game.
Yeah, it's going to be somewhere right
Something
there.
Like that. It's going to be 45, 41, or 34, something like that, depending on what happens. But we want to basically just see a slow drive here, right? Bleed the clock a little.
Yeah, all the way down to 2 minutes left to go, 2.5 or something.
I did throw Vegas plus 7.5 in a parlay too. I think that's looking pretty strong now too.
Well, no, I took the Raiders at plus 10.5. I didn't get the 13.5 like I said. I waited too long, and I was like, okay, I'll take them now. After I seen them actually score, and I was like, 10.5 is still good.
That 10.5 is money. So this guy's going to be a good guy to target some props on. I think Williams. Because he's young.
Oh, yeah, moving forward? Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be on the field a lot, and he's proven himself enough in this game to get a lot of attempts now, I think. So, I mean, we'll see what the lines come out with next week, but he's a good guy to look at. A lot of these guys, the second-tier running backs, smash the overs on their prep. So, yeah, guys like Derrick Henry didn't do well, but, in Gibson, Damian Harris, a lot. Melvin Gordon, all these guys went
Yep.
over their totals on their rushing
Yep.
props, all of them.
Well, look for Aaron Jones are probably over his rushing total next game, and or
I didn't watch much of that game. They couldn't get running game going.
Well, the problem was when you go down 17-0 within the first quarter, right? Pretty much
run.
it's like, how are you going to start running the ball all of a sudden, So that was really the reason for that. And then honestly, people think, Winston, his numbers look good, right? But all of his drives started pretty much from his own inside the 50 for him. So that's why he has 5 touchdowns and like 220 yards, just because he didn't have to throw the ball that far for all of them. So I mean, he looked a lot better than the old Jameis Winston and not making mistakes and stuff. But that's just week 1. So
but no, I understand what you're saying, Legion. But here's the thing. But you're talking about the old Jameis Winston. But he's in a different offense now.
Yeah, he doesn't need to do anything.
He doesn't. Yeah, he's in a different offense, man. I think
he's just a game manager now. He just needs to not do what he did in Tampa Bay.
And also though, but he also got this though. He gives and when Michael Thomas comes back, it'll be totally different. But the thing is, he gives Sean Payton New Orleans something now that they didn't have the last couple of years with Breeze. It's somebody that can at least throw the ball down the field.
Yeah.
Whether he completes it or not.
Yeah.
You got to throw those 2, 3, 4, 5 times a game. Just throw them.
That's right.
And get that in the defensive mind, because then Kamara, it's easier for him to run the ball. I think 2 years ago, he won 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions, 5,000 yards. And man, I think he obviously took a pay cut, whatever, but he picked the best team he could go to.
No, and I think it helped him sit behind Drew Brees for a solid
year.
Right? So in that game, watching from him, he most of the time, from 2-3 years ago, he would have just thrown it in double coverage. That game yesterday, that was a big play. He
that catches the pass prop.
Looked through his progressions and he threw it out of bounds, and I was like, "Wow, that's Jameis Winston."
But again, though, that's playing for Sean, playing for Sean Payton, because he knows
better coaching staff and everything.
If I throw it out of
stuff, though.
Well, I know, but if I throw it out of bounds, all right. But if I try to make a play. If I try to make a play,
right? Pull Baker Mayfield, throw an interception, and lose your
and throw an interception, and Peyton would say, "Well, fuck, I got Taysom Hill. Fuck you."
Yeah. No, that's true. That is true. So, are they going to roll over the Panthers in this next week?
I think so. I mean, I you know me. I'm a Sam Darnold hater. I bet him last week, but that was only because. He was playing
the Jets. Yeah.
That's the only reason I bet him. Now we're back to fade. We're back to fade Sam mode, guys.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. This is like it's been working like magic his whole career. So I highly recommend you jump on the bandwagon. I haven't figured out what is it, 3 or 4? What's the lineup?
No, a lot of places it's like 3.5 right now, getting up there.
Yeah, I think
on something like that, I'll just take the money line minus 155, one something, right? I think that's where I'll be at on that game if I take the.
It's probably gonna be like 190, 200 though.
It might be juiced up, yeah.
Yeah, but I still think maybe you can take. That'll be a good one to live bet too, because I think what will happen is you'll see the Panthers will get a lead probably, but then the Saints will win. Because the Saints haven't faced any adversity. What you think they're just going to go on the road after blowing out the Packers and just blow?
Well, they're on an all-time high right now, right? Blowing out the Packers.
Right,
so that's why it's a scary spot to try to bet them in that spot, But hey, I liked enough of them, they can make it happen.
No, I mean, let's be honest though. Or is the Jets defense that good? Because the Panthers, they won, but they didn't kill the Jets,
No, that's true. No, the Panthers defense, they're probably going to be better than Green Bay's defense. I'll give them that. But
do you think the Jets defense is that good though?
No, the Jets defense, no. I don't think they're that good.
I think the Giants defense is better than the Jets defense.
I can agree to that. Yeah.
And that's why I like you. Did you say you like the Giants? Right? You said yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
I do
talk
like
about that again. Let's talk about that again because I think the Giants is actually a good look. They're on a short week. They really look terrible in their first game.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing is the Washington defense is going to get under Danny Dimes.
No, he is right, but I think the running game's got to get going this week if they're going to have success, right? And that's going to help out, Danny Dimes, with some play action, right? Because if he doesn't have play action, he's not really a good quarterback. Same thing with Tannehill. Tannehill doesn't have play action, not really a good quarterback, And same thing with Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's one of the best quarterbacks at play action. If he doesn't have the run game like he has right now, he ain't going to be a good quarterback for passing either, So there's these quarterbacks that rely on.
And to be honest with you, the Giants they just can't run the ball. They just get no push.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to say.
So I would think they're going to do a little bit better on that line. That was a walk-in, easy. Murray.
Yeah, that was too quick, by the way.
That was way too quick. I'm sitting here like, damn it.
Yeah, that big pass screwed us.
Big time.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the more we talk about it, the only thing – so the main reasons I really thought that when you said the Giants, I kind of liked it is because I thought – two reasons. I think their defenses are about even. Like, I think the Giants defense and the Washington defense, they're both top-tier defenses. They're both good. They're both going to be very solid this year. But I just don't know if like the Heineke guy, you think Heineke is going to be able to come in there?
No, I'm not a fan of his, from college to now. It's just he's been a backup for some years, and he's just – I mean, he can, make some decent plays and stuff. You saw in the game. He made, and if that McLaurin guy from the wide receiver makes his catches like he was, like he's at the circus and shit, then Washington has a good chance of winning that game. But I just don't, now he's going to have a full week of preparation under him and stuff. So I think, something's going to get to him. He's going to be like, well, nah, I'm not at home. I'm at the Giants because he's at the Giants, right? Or is Washington at home? Oh, no, Washington's at home. Okay,
no, they're home. They're home.
So he's at home again, so that's going to help him, I guess. But I just think, something's going to get to him, And then now the Giants are going to be focused on, okay, we just got to go against the second quarterback. The thing that can hurt him on the defense, right? There's not enough film to go off of him, to be honest, to be consistent of what this guy does, So that could bode well for Washington on that aspect. But I just got to say the running game is going to be better than, 26 yards from, Barkley. I mean, it's got to be. I mean, that's going to be crazy if he gets under 30 yards again rushing. I mean, I'm going to be shocked, honestly. So, no, I do like the Giants, but I also like the over just because it's a Thursday night match, and that over was at 42, I think, when it came out. Now it's already down to like 41 or something like that. So I'm going to let that get down. Yeah, let that get down to 40, 39 and a half, and I might just take the over, to be honest.
I just don't like – I can just see it being a stalemate. Like, I can definitely see this game being like a 27-24 game. But I don't know. I think you're going to get one of these really ugly football games.
No, and that could be that game. I mean, that's a Thursday night game you don't even want to watch. Let's be honest.
Is it still on the NFL Network?
Here's my thing. I'm luckily I'm going to be at Oktoberfest. So
there you go.
Oh, you can't beat that right there.
So I won't be able to watch it.
I don't think you'll be missing much. It's not like you're going to be watching the Super Bowl champions here.
I think Vegas is the Raiders. They're determined right now, man, to get a touchdown here. It looks like
they are.
I hope they get held to a field goal, right? That's going to save me, and then they kick an onside.
It could save us all.
It could save us all. Dan's going to get the cover at 4.5. I mean,
we'd all be.
I mean, that's why
it almost makes you feel like Vegas has to score a touchdown here. If that's the case, if we're all gonna win.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, this so Greg, so you can pass on. So I think Legion, because it's just you and Ross for college.
Yeah.
Let's if you shoot for that at 9:00 on Wednesday,
Okay.
and then we can do the NFL right after that. So say like 9:15, 9:20, because we have more people on the NFL one.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
And then and Ross is on you and Ross is on the NFL, and we can just boom, and then we'll just go with that, and that way people.
Yeah.
We'll just get that
just
done quick.
That way, just have the other people waiting, and then when our show's done, then you just add them into the stream, That makes it easy, seamless.
Well, it won't be seamless because I'm gonna have 2 minutes to change all the titles, but yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. Yeah, you're gonna be having them BS for a second or something, and then.
But yeah.
Yeah, this isn't looking good.
No, sure ain't.
We need a turnover.
We need something.
No, we don't.
I got the plus 10.5 still. So
no, we don't need a turnover.
The 10.5 should be good.
I'm gonna be shocked at
barring a collapse.
I'll be happy with a field goal, and then shut down.
Yeah, everybody wins. If the field goal, we're on that. I'm on that page too. Everybody wins. I'm on a page that they can get a turnover. I'm on a page they can, kick a field goal.
Yeah. Greg's just saying, I want to win everything. Fuck everybody else.
Yeah, well, that's what Greg's on.
Yeah, screw the team. Screw the team.
I just can't believe I put money on you, Darvish.
I'm glad you didn't talk me into it, buddy. Because once you said you Darvish, I was like, oh,
I'm out. You're like that guy, that Asian pitcher that always gets lit up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch baseball like you guys do, but I know I've seen enough too.
I've watched a few games. I've watched a couple games.
I think this is one of the only games I haven't just auto bet against them.
Yeah. Yeah, I did that like 2 seasons ago. I straight auto faded him so much. It made some good money in baseball actually that season. Just auto fading him or taking overs. So.
Well, there goes. At least you're live, Dan.
Yeah.
I don't know. No, thanks, because I just saw a pretty shitty play. So
where's the pass interference call? No.
I just saw the game I'm watching. Carr just threw a pretty shitty pass, so and I'm thinking I'm not alive, but there you go.
Oh no, this is what, man, goal line defense. Come on, Ravens.
Oh, see, now I'm watching it right now. Oh, there you go.
They can't stop them. Those rowdy fans are just too much. Oh, it looks like they're going to get a holding call.
Yep. Sure are.
The refs are like, not just yet. We got some fixing to do first.
Yeah, we need some extra time getting milked off of this thing right quick.
Okay, well, at least the long pass counted.
Well, they're going to, Dan, for sure, you're going to get a field goal out of this deal. Whether the kicker makes it or not, that's to be seen.
Well,
yeah, you're going to for sure get a field goal, hopefully, here. I think they're going to pass it one time, and they're going to run it the rest of the time here.
I think if they get close, though, like if they get close, though, I think they're going to go for it on 4th down. Because, think about it. You're going to give the ball back to Baltimore down 4.
But you're still going to get the ball back to them anyways, with probably 3 minutes to go if you score too fast right here too, right? So
that's true. You do need to stop regardless.
Yeah, it's pick your poison at that point.
We need a turnover here. We need Derek Carr to do some Derek Carr stuff.
Just lay down. Just lay down, Derek Carr. Just lay down.
He's good for a turnover. Just.
Hey, wait! Why are you guys rooting against me?
Oh my gosh, I was one TD too late.
Why are you guys rooting against me?
Waller.
Hey, Greg. See, now, I hope that's a good thing for me. I mean,
damn it! I had him as the 4th touchdown scorer, not the 5th.
That's
right.
Hey,
I guess
10.5's working out then. So
I guess I just scored then. All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Thanks, Greg. I'm going to stop watching because
I'll give you the full commentation.
I know I have to stop watching because it doesn't mean no good to watch.
Man,
I can get the Raiders plus 170. I feel like that's not bad.
No, I think the Raiders cover this spread for sure in this game.
No, actually, the Raiders are plus 200 on the money line.
Ooh, I'm going to have to look at that.
Is that bad? Plus 200.
No, not when it's tied up late in the game. That ain't bad.
I might have to look at that.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I mean, I know that the one thing that you do have to realize that in this situation is the Ravens do have the best kicker.
Yeah, I understand. But if I get plus 200.
Hey, but I was right from the beginning, though. I was like, if it
200.
goes over the,
I don't have one, but not on that one. That's the problem. That's
the spread if it's gonna go over.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I thought that under was good.
No, I was liking it too, man. I was like, the hell, this is looking good here, but obviously
it did. Actually, we had a chance to.
That's all right.
So another question. But like, do you get logged out in New Jersey out of your books after a certain amount of time?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's probably to keep your account safe and shit, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think they do that type of thing.
Well, no. In Michigan, no, it's Michigan. It's a state law. They passed the state law that after like 5 minutes or something, they have to automatically log you out.
Yeah, it's probably something like that.
Yeah.
It also does this stupid, annoying thing, and it reminds you on FanDuel. It reminds you how much you've bet in the past hour if you just leave it idle for long enough.
Yeah. I think we have that. Yeah,
like,
we have that here.
You have to remind me. It's like I already know.
No, we have that. We have that here. Yeah, I get messages popped up. Oh, you bet this much, or you've been inactive for so long.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've been inactive for a reason.
They do that. Yeah, this line's already moving in our favor here. I threw a little money on it. The plus one, I got plus 180,
but what I hate about that is like if I'm in game better, whatever. I'm like, oh, I like that, so I go to. Oh, no.
The best thing I can tell you is
you have to log in. You have to log in to make the bet. And I log in.
You use your phone at all?
No.
Okay. Because like if I ever like when I'm in that situation, Dan, what I do is I have it on my phone, the app.
Okay.
And if you use it on your phone, you can set like your iPhone to your fingerprint. So it's like I go to log in, all I have to do is touch my fingerprint to my iPhone, and it logs me in automatically. So it's like, that's the fastest way. But yeah, you're right, dude. And that delay has to do with what we were talking about earlier about how every second matters when it comes to the live lines.
Yeah.
If you're good at it, dude, if you're fast and you're sitting at the computer, you can get some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Like you have to. The thing is, you have to be quick to pull the trigger.
Right.
That's the hard part.
That is the hard part on chasing some plus money a lot of times too on those good bets.
Yeah, like you have to pull it and just know that you're getting it in good and just consistently do it. Like that's the best way to, approach it.
Well, that's why I like tennis live overs on like going to the third set. So if the favorite loses the first set, I'm like, okay, they're not going to probably lose the second set. So I automatically say, oh, I'm taking,
the over.
Yeah, and the overs usually at like 22, 23 and a half and stuff, and then it usually just cashes. Sometimes it cashes in the second set too. That's what I told Bowser. Anytime you see something that's less than like 26 and a half, 26 and a half and better, just take the over. 27 and a half, 28 and a half, that's kind of iffy on a third set situation because you see sometimes, a lot of times, it'd be 6-2 in the third set. Like someone just gets gassed, right? And so that's where you'd be like, damn it, this got to 27 and I needed, 28, and stuff like that. So I've been, trying to hone in on that a little bit more on live betting tennis anyways.
That's a good one. I found with those tennis lines too, if you can notice it early too, like even in the first set, you can get in the situation. Like let's say the favorite goes down a break or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I just realized? My friend sent me a message. I didn't even see it. I'm looking at it now in Discord. And I should have read this because it has to do with the game. He said that I'm jumping on everything Darren Waller tonight. It's Darren Waller's birthday today.
Oh.
It's like, he has gotten about 15 targets.
Yeah, no. Shit.
19 targets. Holy crap.
Yeah, he's going to be the number one tight end in fantasy football probably just because of the volume that he's going to get.
He has almost as many targets as the entire Baltimore receiving corps combined.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's 100 yards, 10 receptions, and a touchdown. Man, you put that in the same game parlay. That ought to pay really nice.
That would have been like a plus 400-500 easy.
Looks like Latavius Murray might be stealing a lot of touchdowns from Lamar Jackson this year on the goal line.
Well, at some point, you got to start protecting your quarterback, right? Or telling him, hey, man, you're going to get older. You're doing this shit forever, right? Well, so is he only going to be good for 2 more seasons then? And then he's not a good pocket passer, right? Or do they just let him go until he can't run no more?
I think they're just gonna let him go, and like he's gonna turn into a hybrid. And he's just gonna be like, remember like Randall Cunningham at the end of his career? He's just like, he couldn't really run. He was just like a shitty thrower.
Like Donovan McNabb kind of situation.
Oh my gosh, Donovan McNabb.
Or Dante Culpepper, man, that was one right there. Yeah, that's old stuff there. Culpepper.
But none of these guys they could run, but none of them could do this, right? Like. Look at Lamar. Oh, cash my rushing prop. Thank you. There it is. Told you. He always does it at the end.
Yeah, that's a big run at the end of the game.
Yeah. But it's holding for the field goal.
Yeah.
Holding to the field goal. They're going to milk the clock. I'm cashing out my bet for you.
I'm just saying, just field goal. I'm happy. Give me a field goal. I'll walk away happy.
No, I think that's going to balance the books there for Vegas if the field goal does occur, and then the under is going to be right after.
You got to remember, you're talking about a great run, mate. I'm seeing it right now.
Dude, wasn't the game yesterday fell on the number too?
Yeah.
The total? And this one is as well, probably.
Well, because it depends, right? Because you could have got 51.5, 50.5, or 51 exactly. Right.
Basically, it's just like the bookies bet, like wet dream. Like,
no, it is.
It is. It's an ideal situation. This is ideal for them, dude. Like a Ravens win with a cover by the home dog with like you said, the over and under. God damn, they couldn't have scripted this any better. We even said it too in the third quarter. Like they can do anything they want.
No, that's their hands. It's coming down to it, man. It's crazy stuff when you watch this shit unfold, and you're just like, man, I don't get it.
Yeah, the station I was listening to today, they were saying it's like 80% or 90% of the money was coming down on Baltimore, but the line kept dropping.
This is what I was saying before about when we were saying that plus 200 being good. I was like, yeah, but it's a field goal game late,
right?
And Justin Tucker has 47 consecutive fourth quarter field goals made in a row, the longest streak in the NFL.
Well, see, those records are meant to be broken, though, right?
I guess.
Listen, here's my thing. Here's my thing. Here's my thing. The way things are going, I hope it doesn't get broken.
No, well, that's right.
Look, how many NFL kickers don't even play long enough to kick 47 fourth quarter field goals in their career?
Yeah, no, that's true.
Oh my God. Who do you want the ball in your hands at the end of the game? Lamar Jackson. So sad because the Giants could have had him too. Could have drafted him.
I'm just happy with my boy Herbert there, man. Oregon, since I'm Oregon Ducks fan and stuff, born and raised in Oregon, it's like I just like what he's doing in the NFL, man. He's just every year he keeps learning and learning, man. Just getting better and better, and so definitely like what he's doing. I think he's going to be, in the NFL for a long time. Is he going to get Peyton Manning, Tom Brady numbers? I don't know, right? But I think he'll overdo Big Ben's numbers.
Well, here's my thing, and oh man, yeah, I think, he's playing really well. I spend most of my day listening to Chicago sports radio, and then at 2:00 I turn over to the Detroit sports radio. But but they're all like, Justin Field, whatever. But I got today, guys. Oh, look at I've got all these young guys that have played. Justin Herbert, look at what he did. Like, he got to play. And I wanted to call. Yeah, the only reason Justin Herbert played is because some doctor stuck Tyrod Taylor with the wrong with the needle in the in the lung.
Yeah,
you might not have seen Justin Herbert last year if that didn't happen.
Yep, that's true. That is true.
Yeah, I mean. It might have been done on purpose. I don't know.
Probably was. Maybe that doctor's like, no, I want Herbert to be my quarterback.
Exactly. He might have drafted him in his fantasy league.
No, that's right. That's right. That was his dynasty league quarterback.
Exactly.
Right? Well, here's your boy Tucker, man. He's
look at that, 90.7%, highest in NFL history. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, he's just solid, man.
Yeah, I think over 90% is pretty good, especially when you're kicking 55 yards.
What? I think anything over 85%.
So you're gonna?
Oh no, you're in the all-time list if you got.
Dan's like, shut up, people! I don't want to be jinxed on this.
No.
He's like a machine though, Tucker. Like he actually is. Like
he's been in all the big moments, right?
It's just so automatic. He just goes up there and just kicks it right through the middle. Yep, there it is.
But here's my thing, Legion. He makes it, right? And then Baltimore starts I'm going to throw the ball all over the field thing, and I'm going to lose on a fucking touchdown at the end of the game.
What a weapon, though. To have a kicker that's that automatic, it just goes up there. You see how dude, you even see it too. He's so confident. As soon as he kicked it, he was like, "That's a good."
Well, it's also with this placeholder, right? It's nice to have the same placeholder for the last few years too, right? So there's a lot to be in that as well.
It's a hard-earned victory if the Ravens pull this out.
Yeah,
I'll give you, man. I can't do everything. I can't play on defense.
I'll give you a 27-24 victory. I'll walk away happy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a nice little, like you said, that streak stays alive. That trend you pointed out, the home dogs covering, right?
Yep. And wherever you got the number at, you still got the under. If it was 51.5, if it's 51, you pushed. And anything else?
For us, you got beat.
You got but that's okay. At least I put a little bit on the spread for Vegas anyway. So that's nice.
That's true.
So with my two props that I had and stuff and everything,
as long as what's his name doesn't throw a pick six here, we should be good.
Oh yeah, don't say that.
or pick six, or like the throw the ball all around trying to score.
The thing is, they're good. The defense will be playing soft, so a
Yeah.
pick six is highly unlikely.
And they only need a field goal, so
Wow, that's a good play.
yeah. But look at that second NFL since behind Matthew Stafford for fourth quarter. Yeah, Stafford was always great at driving in the fourth quarter to take the lead, but the defense always sucked.
Can I have you guys get a live line on this game right now?
No,
I
can't.
don't think so. I don't think you'd be able to.
I'm
I
saying
mean, if you did, it'd probably be like plus 400 for the Ravens.
Plus 500.
I mean, minus 400 for the Ravens. Probably plus 400 for.
Yeah, it's plus 500. Oh, just went away.
Yeah, I would say it's got to be high. It's got to be up there if you could get it.
If I could have got a little bit more, I was going to take it. Yeah, and of course he nails the pass.
Look at that. Wow. So I go to overtime, boys.
Oh, fuck, you're ahead of me. Stop it.
Stop it.
I don't want overtime.
I mean, us telling you any sooner isn't going to not make it happen.
I know.
Well, it's still good for you, Dan, if they score, right? Well, it could be good.
No, I don't want overtime.
Well, you don't want overtime, yeah, because you're going to have to sweat that. Yeah.
I'd just rather have a loss. I'd rather have lose. I win.
Why don't you try another little quick and out? Why are they going to try to kick a long field goal right here? Why don't
they have to. They have to. You can't.
No.
If anything happens, you won't have a shot. You got to take it now. He can make this. And
I know he can make it, but man, that's a tall order, man.
No, hey, listen.
He made it.
Listen.
He made it. Oh shit. Oh shit.
So the only thing you can hope for now, Dan, is that.
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna listen. I'm just gonna watch. And then
you have to hope. What's his name? You have to hope that they win the toss. Because then they'll only need a field goal to win, right?
Man, I think I need another beer, boys. This is exciting here.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna continue drinking. Hey.
Yeah,
I'm about to call out of work tomorrow. What's going on?
What's going on? About to call out of work?
Hey,
like Bowser there,
no,
Greg, you gonna stay home?
Nobody's watching. Nobody's watching, so it doesn't matter anymore. Here's the thing, Greg. You always say you work for the government.
I do.
Yeah. No, but you haven't been around forever. I'm starting to think, yeah, you work for the government. I think you work for the CIA or something.
I wish, man. They paid. Probably pay a
Well, I got a buddy that works for the CIA.
Huh? Do you?
I got a buddy that works for the CIA, and then one works for the FBI.
Yeah, my cousin works for the
FBI.
But my neighbor used to.
You just disappeared for a while, and then all of a sudden you show back up. I'm starting to.
He gets probed every once in a while. That's what the government does to
you. Trust me, you don't envy my job. My job sucks.
Yeah, man.
Like, I'm not like one of those people that loves their job, and it's a great job. Probably should. I am trying to find something that I can.
No, goddamn Bowser, man. He calls me. He's like, yeah, man. I got to do this little meeting in the morning, and then I got all day to fuck around. I'm like, that must be a good job. You know,
it's unreal, dude. Like, it's unreal because I know what he does. Like, I know what these people are doing. I know what you guys are doing. These people that are like working for.
Yeah, I know what you guys do.
I know what you guys do. I know that's just it's a cakewalk, and like people love it. But it's like people are afraid to say how unproductive they are because they don't want it to end.
Well, they don't want to go back to the office, man. That's why.
That's what it is. There are some people that miss the interaction, but everyone's different. Some people are really lazy and they'll sacrifice.
Oh, I can tell you this: Bowser misses the interaction. He calls me all the goddamn time.
Hey, listen, mate.
Honestly, I couldn't do it. Like, if I work from home, I'd have to do it like part time. Like, I'd have to do like 2 days in the office, 3 from home, or you know what I mean. I could do that. I need like FaceTime. I need to like interact.
That's why I have this.
That's right. Yeah.
No, that's why. That's why I have my mates in England, or my mate from England, that I get along when I have time to sit around and talk to. And no, mate, to be honest, no, I don't. Mate, no, I'm not saying no. I do go out because my job. I do have to go out, but I don't have to talk to anybody. The little work I do during the week, I don't have to talk to anybody. I just go do my thing, and
Yeah,
so
that's-
I am out. But man, I don't. Oh no, I don't. No, I don't want to be in an office. I don't want to sit around. Oh no,
No.
yeah, it's
No.
like torture.
I don't want to deal with anybody. Don't want to deal with anybody.
They got the ball too. Raiders with the ball first.
I was just a dude. I literally was. You talk about pulling the trigger fast, right?
Yeah.
So I was talking about. I saw it plus 500. I was like, it's worth it.
I can't even get any line on the damn thing right now.
See, and to be honest, and it's only because it's Legion, and it's only because it's Bedlam. Mate, I've apprehensions of going to Oklahoma.
Oh, you do? Oh.
No, you're okay. No, you're all right. And Bedlam would be fun and crazy. Mate, I'm going in the middle of. I'm going in like the middle. I'm going to like the south.
I think the Raiders are going to win this game.
I'm going to like the MAGA country, and
Oh yeah. No, it
They- they-
definitely is down here. It definitely is.
you just got to keep, mate. You just got, mate. Once things start happening, just
Say,
make
hey,
sure I don't
not
get.
worth it. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, we got to do another college football game or like a March Madness game or something like that, where we can just all like meet up and go to a game or something.
No, hell yeah, man.
Wait. No, what? Yeah, well, yeah.
That'd be fun.
But I was gonna say no. But I was gonna go back to this because it's kind of the things I'm looking is. But you said you got the cryptocurrency thing, and then you were talking about March Madness.
Oh yeah. I mean, one of the cryptos I'm into.
Right.
Bowser knows about it. I got him to buy
Right.
a little bit of it.
No, I know. But is that before March Madness? Is it the same
I didn't think
weekend?
the first week of March, but I'm probably gonna I'm probably just gonna stay a week over there because I'm gonna go to that conference and I'm probably gonna spend some time there for March Madness.
All right. Well, I will be out there for
There'll
March
be
Madness.
actually games there too, then, right? Because most of the time they have games.
I'm gonna try to catch a game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna see how the dates line up, but doesn't March
Right.
Madness start like the first week of March usually?
No.
No.
something like that. Yeah, within the
Yeah,
first-
not much
It's still
anymore.
conference. It's still conference tournaments, right now. The way it
Yeah.
works.
Yeah.
Let me look it up. I'll look it up right now.
Well, look it up. But I'll be out there for the first weekend.
Yeah, they're gonna win this game. Just so you know, guys. I should have bet that plus 500.
That was your chance for glory right there.
Yeah, that would have been glorious. Jesus Christ.
But remember, they got to get more than
Ooh,
just a
maybe
field
not.
goal.
Maybe not. That was a big stop.
But they got to get more than a field goal,
Big
here, right?
stop! I just saw you give him a first
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, you have to score a touchdown.
You're so far behind it.
You have to score a touchdown, right?
You see the big? And they just got a first down.
The Raiders.
Yep.
No, this is the game right here, pretty much. He stepped out.
He got it. Wow.
Didn't he look like he stepped out though?
Wait. Was that second or third down when you said he stepped out?
Well, you'll find out soon enough.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. Find out in a minute.
I want to know how far behind I am because I might just shut you guys off.
I mean, you made it this far. We got like
I'm
2 minutes.
looking at 2nd and 12 right now.
This is a good game though.
Oh, he
He
just
stepped
stepped out.
out.
He stepped out. He
They just
stepped
didn't.
out.
He did, right?
Yeah.
No, he did. They didn't challenge that.
No, they didn't call it. I don't think you can
What?
challenge it.
He
What?
stepped out. He had to step out on that.
He stepped out for sure, like 7 yards before where he ended up at. Wow. Unless my eyesight's that bad, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I am old, so I don't know.
One of the two.
Yeah, maybe not. Well,
Well-
hey, here's the thing, Legion. Obviously, he didn't because everything's up from the booth now.
They want Vegas
no-
to win, man. That's the thing. They want Vegas to win, so they don't
Well,
care.
yeah, oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Hey, he might be on to something.
Same thing like Brady in week 1. There you go.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, Brad! I don't even know if Brady needs help at this point. Everyone just like all the good players just flock to his team.
Yeah, but they still need it. Eh?
No, I mean, oh wow, that's a. I think. Wait, what? Yeah, I think. The Braves. Who's pitching tomorrow for the Braves? Taiki Toussaint. God, Colorado's so bad away. It's
For what?
for baseball. They're playing at the Braves. The Braves are just
No, at home, man. That their run line at home is usually plus money, and it's been cashing this year. That's what I know about baseball. That's about it.
yeah. They've been playing well, and I just think that how bad Colorado's been on the road. They're like historically bad on the road this year.
No, I like baseball for like the first half of the season, and after All-Star game, I just stop, and
Well,
my mind
I'm
changes.
you know, it's funny. I'm the opposite because like I pick up on like the little tendencies of pitchers and stuff, and just try to like.
Because if you're watching it the whole damn season, you're like me. If I started watching it again, I'd be like, I don't know who's looking good or anything. So
well, Greg, I'm sure you find them. Except you had Darvish today, but no, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Touchdown Raiders!
No.
Raiders win.
I'm just saying about the thing about baseball. When you get down to this part of the season, the lines are so. Unless when I'm saying sharp, unless it's like the Dodgers, San Francisco, if it's a good team against a shittier and average team, then it's like 240, 260, 280,
Yeah, I know what you're saying,
300.
but you're sharing the same information, you know, like that's what I was saying. What I liked about it, though, the fact that you know so much more about the teams. I don't know. I find like you look at the example today, like the Mets, right?
Yeah.
Target against the Mets, like after they came off an emotional series with the Yankees, and they're playing a good Marlins team with, you know.
That's good. That's not a touchdown, boys. He's short.
He's not.
He's short by like 2 inches. Story of his life. So
wait.
What happens?
I'm not gonna say nothing now. I'll send you a private message.
A private message. You're gonna ask,
No.
How do you know, right? There's some smart
No,
Some dumbass comment like that.
No. He said he's 2 inches short the story of his life. I was gonna say, man, look at him. Are you sure?
No.
All right.
He can get one of those 1 in 1 million. Okay. I mean,
yeah.
Tell me how I did not get on the Raiders when I knew that they were going to win that entire time in overtime. Think about those fans too. They're going to be so pumped.
Oh, they're gonna be partying all damn.
But again, it goes back to something I was listening to the game. They're saying, but this is, but hey, it's Monday Night Football. It's a team, the underdog. They're playing in their opening home stadium. The crowd's just gonna go nuts. Yeah. Yeah, and here we go. They're gonna hand it off. And the guy's gonna fumble, or they're gonna kick the field goal to win it. And
Honestly, this is not a gimme. This is
I
like
know.
no, dude. What are you worried about, Dan? Even if
The butt
Baltimore
fumble.
gets the ball, they're gonna kick a field goal. They're not gonna go for it.
The
He's
butt
worried about a
fumble.
fumble recovery touchdown. Is what he's
Yeah,
worried
the
about.
butt
That's what you're worried about. The
or the
pick six,
presumption, or the, hey, listen,
like the
wait,
ultimate, the
no,
ultimate.
it's a New York thing. The
Oh,
butt fumble, the Psarchik. I get, mate. There's many.
they didn't give it to him.
The
I
Herm
thought he
Edwards,
had it.
the Herm Edwards Psarchik thing,
I thought
or the butt fumble. There's many
the
things
butt fumble by Sanchez. That shit was classic.
there's many things I worry about, man.
The butt fumble was that shit goes down in history forever. That was so bad. It's like that's what you're known for in your career. Like you went to USC, right? Like
How do you?
that was. It's funny because all the players were literally celebrating, congratulating each other. Like the other teams were slapping hands.
Come on,
And then they all
Chucky.
had to come back on the field and do
Come
it.
on, Chucky.
Come on, Chucky.
Chucky.
Hey, have you seen there's I think it's on Showtime, there's a new Chucky movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta call timeout.
False start.
Wow. You can't dream this shit up. You can't even.
Listen, hey, see, hey, Greg, and you said, what am I worried about?
Hey, man, I think you're a little over exaggerating. I mean, even like I'm pretty bad with like, oh, it's not over till it's over, but like you need a lot of bad stuff to happen for the 4.5, not or whatever, for the 3 and the hook, not the cover here or whatever it was.
Man, it's happened to me before. So listen.
I think it opened at 4.5, right, and closed at 3.5.
Ask
It's
the
happening-
49ers betters, from yesterday.
Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
But so far,
it's happened to me before, man.
one thing I've been paying attention to, though, is the line movement on the primetime NFL games and what actually ends up happening in the game. And the late action was on the Rams yesterday, and
Yep.
the late action was on the Raiders, and that's 2 for 2, right? The
Yep.
steam, the late steam. So I'm paying attention to that trend.
Well, not yet.
Well, they're gonna cover the spread at least. We'll
They
give them that.
should. I mean,
Oh,
unless
yeah, no, man, pick 6.
you could have or blown coverage in the secondary where he goes all the way, or like a breaks a lot of Lamar Jackson just breaks like 20 tackles.
A pick. Oh my god. You can't. I mean,
Dude,
fuck.
I'm so glad I didn't bet that plus 500.
Now you're happy you did that.
I would be flipping out right now. I would be like, "Are you fucking kidding me, Chuck E. Cheese?" It went right through his hands, hit the cornerback in the helmet, pops up straight up in the air, and caught by the free safety for a free touchdown. Good thing he didn't run it out for a pick 6 there, Dan. That's what I was thinking as soon as I saw it. I just didn't want to say. I didn't want to spoil the interception until Beats said something.
That's when you just kick the field goal for the win, right?
I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna go get another beer. And maybe a vodka.
Maybe the game will be over by the time you get back. You won't have to sweat this out anymore.
Just give me a second. Oh, fuck me. Fuck Melon.
I just can't believe that. I cannot. You can't dream about this. I mean, it's a good game to watch, right, for television.
Oh my gosh, I'm betting Baltimore right now. What am I doing?
I'm betting Baltimore right now.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? After that is like, yeah, man, you can't make that up.
What's Baltimore at right now? Minus 200, probably.
Minus 200. Yeah, I'm just like throwing it in a parlay or something.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bet it straight up.
See, if I had to put the bet in, it'd be straight up. So at 200 is really not a lot of value, even though they're going to kick a field goal and win the game. That is crazy. This is insane, man.
Yeah, I think because like it's 2nd and 10 now, but I still think that Baltimore will win this. This will be a devastating loss for the Vegas Raiders. Yeah. Snead.
Well, it'd be devastating for both teams, really.
Wait, did that go through Snead's hands? Is that the same Snead that used to be on the Ravens last year?
Yeah. Used to be on the Saints and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, and jokingly, but if Nick comes on tomorrow, if Baltimore covers, if Baltimore scores a touchdown and Nick comes on tomorrow and says, "Oh, yeah, I had Baltimore with the win," I'm fucking kicking him out of the Discord also.
I'm kicking Nick out of the Discord.
We gotta get we need to revoke the admin rights from this guy.
Yeah,
he's going.
Hey, I said joking. I said joking.
I know. I'm just joking too.
Well, wait. Listen, hey, Greg, if you want Luke back in, man, we're more than.
I didn't vote.
I don't know in person.
I voted for Bowser. I brought Bowser in. I take credit for Bowser.
No, you didn't.
I take credit for Bowser because I was on stream with you guys. And I was like, yeah, I think why can't we get?
Oh yeah, but you didn't bring him in.
No, but I suggested it. I was like, why don't we bring him in after we streamed that one?
Legion brought him in.
Legion brought him in.
Credit for it, Dan.
No. Legion gets all the credit. I get the credit just for like initially inviting him to our.
I mean, it was a college basketball thing, and Legion, and it's just me and Legion or whatever, and whatever. He's like, "Oh, can my friend come in?" And
no, it's 100% Legion's friend.
And I said, sure. I said, sure, he can come in as long as I don't pull him up on the screen and he's beaten off.
No, you didn't say.
Yeah,
that was right.
I did say that. Yeah.
No, man, he's actually been, he's been thrilled to help out and stuff, and yeah, he follows that college basketball, man. That is what he does.
Man, listen, man, I'm happy with everybody that we have now.
He's talking to us right now in the Discord. He said, "How was the live wagering show?" I said, "We're still on."
To be honest, I don't even know how I even got in our side chat deal one day. I don't even remember how that went down.
Well, it started off as just us three plus Nick, and then NAM, right?
Yeah, and then AM came in after I did, I think. The Raiders got the ball. Wow, this is
here's the thing. The funny thing is how this whole thing, the whole thing is, it was Nick doing a show by himself.
Yeah.
And then it was like, "Oh, Dan, you want to come on?" Yeah, I'll come on. And then I'm like, oh, I'm not thinking, man, this is kind of shit. Even two people, it's shit. And then Greg, I think we got Greg came on and just like boom, boom, boom. It's like Greg, you.
Yeah.
It was boom, boom, boom. And all right, this is it.
How did we get you into the Discord, Legion? Because I knew you from like Shooter's Discord, and like I knew that's like because that's how Nick and I knew each other, and then
I think
so, like back in the day I was trying to become like part of Winners and Whiners, and then like the lead handicapper over there and stuff. He does like his YouTube channels and stuff every day. And I was like, hey, how come you guys don't have like a Discord or something? He's like, well, why don't you set one up for me, and then we'll just, you can have a Discord over there. So then I did. All this time, so me and Bowser were trying to get this Discord up and going for him and stuff, but then they weren't really trying to promote it at all through their websites or on the YouTube videos and stuff. And then after I complained a little bit, then they kind of did. And then they brought in a few of their handicappers in there, but then they weren't trying to do anything in there, so it kind of went nowhere. So then I was just like, well, the heck with this Discord then. And then Shooter was a part of that Discord, I want to say. Then he had his own Discord, and I just was on there. But I don't know how I got the link. Maybe Shooter gave me the link to the Insiders one. I don't know. It might have been Shooter then. And then, just ended up joining and going from there. But, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much how it developed then, I guess, because once you came along and then.
And I was in Shooter's Discord for the longest time, but then he's all about chasing the dogs and stuff and going against public money, which is fine. It works for him, if it does. And I have nothing bad to say against the guy. I don't know him personally or nothing like that, but a lot of his, everyone in that room is just all about dogs. And I'm like, I was more of the one that I'm taking favorites.
It's like, because like when you do that, it's like they like judge their own picks if they actually are taking a favorite. It's like you can't overanalyze it that much. Like you gotta just pick, the value.
And so that's why I kind of was just like, I'm disagreeing with most of these people in here on a daily basis, weekly basis. I was like, no. Oh wow, there's the touchdown for Vegas. Wow. Now it's over, Dan.
It was a really good bet in this game too.
I just see him lining up for a field goal, and you're talking about a touchdown.
In retrospect,
okay.
What would have been a really good bet?
Speaking of the devil,
there he is.
I thought you were doing something, buddy.
I was, dude. I had a basketball game and got my ass kicked.
You're fucking old, buddy. That's why.
No, like literally, we lost by like 35.
Oh, fuck. You shouldn't even have said how much you lost by.
Don't they do the mercy rule after like 20?
Look, man, I'm playing with a bunch of lawyers. I told this dude to cut on the court. He was like, I don't know what that means.
Oh, God.
That's my teammate, dog.
Yeah.
So there you have it. I feel like the Joker.
They got drafted last on the playground there, Bowser. That's that lawyer. He was picked last on sports, everything.
Probably, man.
but that's you cash that prop bet.
Yeah, actually, that did cash quite easily. Actually, it looks like he could have tallied over 300.
I actually bet them both individually too, passing and rushing. Yeah, I said that in the Discord. I was like, I like them both to go over, and I kept 3-0 on the props there.
I was a little iffy on the pass yards, but I kind of suspected that the rush yards would be there, but I just wanted to look and see kind of what it looked like from a first game standpoint. But now I know kind of moving forward, you can certainly expect that he's going to be in the high 70s, low 80s kind of moving forward until they have a solidified back.
I think you'll see some teams adjust to it and force. And what will happen is like what we were talking about earlier is like you saw how the running back broke a long one. It's like because they're trying to guard the run on Lamar so hard. And that's why he only had like 20 rushing yards at the beginning of the game. But the other running back started killing you, Yeah,
that 35-yard touchdown, that hole in the O-line that they created there, it was massive, man.
Yeah.
He's parted for him on that run. And then all he had to do was beat the safety that was down there towards the top end of the box. Once he was past him, it was gone.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to be a weapon for them, we were saying, throughout the year.
They were kind of talking about him in camp and stuff. And, if coaches are kind of talking about like one player, they typically kind of have some type of standout play or kind of effect on the game. I noticed that too about Seattle. Seattle had somebody that they said was just like having an amazing camp, and all of a sudden they come out and they make, I'm not saying they're playing the entire game well, but they definitely have like a burst out play or something that has an effect on the game. So definitely saw that tonight.
And Baltimore has a system, right? And like they know how to use their guys. Like, look, every running back in that system with Lamar has been effective and scored and done
True.
well.
Yep.
And then go to the other side. Renfro, his receptions was over 2.5. What did I tell you, Legion, over the phone? I said, Renfro for over 2.5, right? And he went for what, damn near 6, like 6, 7.
No, that one worked too.
So, you can clearly see what kind of role he's partaking in the offense there. So you can look at some player props potentially down the road.
He had
No,
9
and
targets.
Waller receptions, might as well anything under 7, just take over. My God.
Gosh, man, that was a
Yeah,
juicy plus money too.
He's just kind of he's exactly like Kelsey and Kittle now, man. I would expect to see 7 to 10 catches from him every game. Give Pitts 2-3 years here, and he'll be the same.
You can
category.
tell though that they don't even feel comfortable throwing to anybody else. Like the design of the plays are like screen runs to Waller. They're basically run plays to Waller. Like,
yeah.
Well, I mean, when he's your best receiver, you better.
Yeah.
You better kind of thing, because that guy can make things happen, or he draws enough attention that it's given somebody else, that one off play, boom, take advantage.
You better check that Kansas City Chiefs line now against the Ravens. It's only creeping up probably right now after the Ravens just lost.
Look, I'm on that line early, 2.5. I caught that one. It's already up to 3 in most books. I wouldn't be surprised if it goes up a little bit more. Yeah, I think so. I believe
it is. It's juiced. It's 3 juiced where I'm looking.
Oh yeah, see, I caught that real early. Took 2.5 on them when the line came out. I even took the Patriots 3.5 in one book, and I can't find them under 5.5 now.
Yeah, they're 5.5.
Yeah, I told Legion about it in the morning. I checked like 3 hours later, and the line was juiced.
Wow, shopping those early lines paying off.
No, that's what he's been doing. Waking up early ass in the morning, I'm not taking any lines until like Wednesday night. Thursday.
You can get screwed by injury.
I already got a prop bet on, or not a prop bet, but I already got a $50 bet. They let me do that max thing again. It was you need Minnesota or the Arizona Cardinals, one of the teams, to score just 1 point, and I win the bet. That's like, go ahead and give me the free money, please. Can you just give it to me now? Because we damn well know that at least 1 point is going to be scored.
Well, exactly. But I mean, we had that back in Michigan when everything started, and I still get it now with some stuff.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm taking full advantage of it right now while it's happening.
Oh yeah, he is. He straight up is. Your max bet today worked out too, didn't it?
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was the that I posted in the Discord over 249.5.
Yeah, that was the one. Yeah.
Yeah, but no offense, Bowser, but I'm old, and I've got. But like when you posted that, all I'm saying, if you could, do me a favor and just say, "Oh, it's a boost." No,
I mean, I like that. Hey, I just want to throw a little bit of swagger out there. Like, I found this killer line here.
No, but I went through like fucking every one of half my books didn't even have pass and rushing yards, let alone that you post receiving yards, and then when the one I did find it on DraftKings, there's like 50 yards difference. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Did he transpose the numbers?
They were both. They all cashed anyway.
Yeah, but them sitting there going, all right, I've got one book left, William Hill, which is now Caesars. I got one book left, and I go on now just for the hell of it. And I'm like, oh, there it is. Fuck them. I found it. You tried to hide shit from me. Fuck you.
Man, why Caesar's been so like generous with these boosts though? They've just been giving away free money though with these.
Hey, fucking scavenger hunt, buddy.
It's a scavenger hunt.
Yeah, hey, I'm not fucking I can't. Well, you know what? At this point, nobody cares. I'm not fucking Luke. You don't have to hide it from me.
You got me dying over here. You got me dying.
Oh shit.
For you old people, I'll make sure I post the book next time.
Just say it's a boost. Yeah. Oh yeah. Post the book. That's it. But that makes it even easier.
That makes it even better. Yeah.
The first one book you have, I'll find it.
I'll find it.
I'm pretty sure the FanDuel is the one that gave me the free points or the 1 point scored for between Minnesota and the Cardinals. And actually,
no. See, I won't get that one. But,
no, of course not,
right.
because it's focused on Arizona. It was the same. They had the same exact thing against the Titans. Yeah. It was just score 1 point. Cool. Yeah. Let me get that.
Yeah. I mean, usually points bet, like the first weekend of college football, points bet offered me something in Michigan. Pick your team. Who will score 1 point, Michigan State or Michigan? And you know me, I'm a Spartan guy, but I'm looking at, I'm going, well, Michigan's playing Western Michigan. Oh, they're definitely going to score. Michigan State's playing Northwestern. I'm not confident. Put all my money on Michigan.
Yeah.
I know they're going to get a point. So there you go.
Yeah, FanDuel gave me like plus 4,000 just for all those people that are like brand new books, dude. It was like money line. It was a max bet of $5, so I got $200 payout. But it was like you could pick any team you wanted, just straight up money line.
Free money, basically.
You out $200.
Yeah,
free
money.
Yeah,
giveaway. All these books give away free money. I haven't even touched the book.
It's all about just getting people into being degenerate gamblers so they lose everything.
Right.
It's a big business.
That's why we always say gamble, proper risk management.
Yeah.
Remember that always. That is number one rule. Proper risk management for all of you people out there.
Yeah.
Proper risk management.
It's really like the thing is, we've talked about this before. It's like for most people, it's just one of those things you have to like live through it before you understand how stuff really works. It's just there's so much to learn. It's so difficult to just step in a space like this and just be like instantly know everything. And just
hands down, I've blown accounts.
Yeah.
It's happened.
Yeah.
It happens.
It's like anything. It's like investing. You know, it's like all these things. Like
but don't.
Sometimes you lose at first. Sometimes.
Yeah, start off with your $100, $200,
right? And then you
don't know what you're doing. Don't slap $10K out there and be like, "All right, let's do this." No. Slow your roll there, Sparky.
Well, yeah, that's like a lot of these books that start out there like, oh, we'll offer you up to your first bet up to $1,000. Well, no, because even if I lost, but then I got another $1,000 I got to bet.
Well, yeah, I mean, honestly, like those books opened up for me. I think I did I think the max that I deposited was $50 into one of the accounts. Like,
wow, that's amazing. Yeah, you're just taking the advantage of the free money.
Yeah,
the free
that's
money.
what I did. Yeah,
FanDuel's turned out great. I think it was like $40 put into there, and I'm definitely well above $40.
They give you a lot too if you actually bet a lot on their site too. They've given me
that's that
like
plus
literally just
4,000.
They've given me just like I remember one day I just woke up and I signed into my account and there's I'm like, why is there like all this money? I'm like, I don't remember placing any bets. It's like they just put like $500 in they just gave everyone in FanDuel a random amount of money, and just like everyone got a random amount of money in their account when they woke up one day. They gave away money. They just do. I don't know why. Guess it's just to keep like a good name, keep their brand.
But again, I think it just goes back to the fact that they know that we'll give you a free $50
to them.
Yeah, we'll give you a free $50. Yeah,
like the comps at the casinos.
You lose it, and then I just lost that one. I just lost that one team on a parlay. I'm gonna get this. Oh, hey, here's another 100.
Yeah,
or whatever. I mean,
more people will lose and more people will win because people
Yeah.
don't know the long game,
They don't
right?
understand.
This is def. I mean, you can get some microwave money with this, but if you keep looking for microwave money over and over and over and over again,
Right.
you're gonna lose it all.
That's right.
You're gonna lose it all, man. Too many people want microwave money right now. Ain't about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, it's a
No, and it's more rewarding for yourself too. If you take an account, say you put $500 in there, and you grow it to $1,500, you cash out, go back down to $500 or whatever,
Right. Yeah.
and put it up again. Then you already know, okay, hey, my system's good. I just need to stay on my system, and then you teach yourself discipline. And once you learn that discipline factor, then it's like, okay, yeah, I've lost this much money because I wasn't disciplined, and now look how much money I've gained because I'm disciplined. It's night and day different.
Well, but
knowing when you're running hot and when you're running cold too helps a lot. Because there's sometimes where you just run so hot you feel like you can't even lose a bet, and then there's other times where you're just like you feel like you can't win one. So
no, like for me, if I lose 3 in a row, I'm like, I'm gonna take the next day off, 2 days off.
taking
And I'm
days
just gonna write
off helps.
stuff down and say, okay, I would have taken this, this, and this. Just make sure, okay, my system's still good.
I'm realigned, yeah.
Yeah, and then back in it. And there's nothing wrong with that, but some people can't do that. They can't turn off the switch. It's like, nope, I got to put a bet in every day kind of thing, You don't have to.
And you can, right? But if it's like, if you know you're not on a hot streak or you're on a losing streak, I mean, dial it back to where it's just one day, and then, go with your phantom picks or your leans.
I got to at least sign in to see what the super boost is at Caesars, Oh, wow. They got
at least got to sign in.
no, exactly. Yeah.
At least got to sign in, man.
Wait.
But
actually,
speaking of which, they have Yankees to win tomorrow at plus.
Here's the thing, though. I kind of got away from like William Hill, just because I kind of forget.
That's who it is. They rebranded.
Right. Caesar's William Hill. Yeah, but then I got a thing from William Hill like a couple of weeks ago, and they're like, last week, here's a free boost on this. I'm like, do I even have it? Wait, I don't even think I have money in there. And I logged on and they said, wow, didn't realize I had $70 in there. So they gave me a free like boost on something. So I bet 50 on that, won that. Won back like the next day, 50 on that, won that, 50 on that. I don't know. I'm building that thing up on these free.
That's what I do. I just keep like what Bowser was talking about.
Yeah.
I'd take advantage of a bunch of Sportsbook's promos initially, and now I go in, I take advantage of whatever like promos they might have, and I stay smart with my bankroll, bet the stuff I like only, proper unit size. That's it. 3 to 5 plays a day at most, and that's it. Like, stick to it.
Yeah, those boosts are killer, and they just keep beating them out. So like, even if you're not, how do I say it? Like if you're a brand new like sports bettor, like you can lean on these boosts to kind of help you until you kind of get to comfort level of you know what, I feel like I can do this going kind of long term, and you are making your bet, make that bet that you're making, make it just 1%, make it even 0.5%, because at the end of the day, like you're just kind of beginning. So just kind of build that confidence, build the bankroll, make sure that you're looking at the same things every single time, right? Bring some consistency there.
Make sure you understand like probable odds and like expected value, like what you are putting into what you're getting or that type of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not, I might dabble in tennis specifically at things around like minus 300 from time to time. Like if I think it's a for sure lock, but I don't even touch all of them. It's select few, and Legion would agree with this. But for most of the time, it's like minus 200 and under is where I'm looking at my odds. If it's, minus 5, 6, 7, minus 1,000, ain't worth the money.
I mean, I feel some sports, I feel like you can justify the like the parlay though, like when you're doing
parlays are a different story versus straight up bets, I guess.
Yeah, they're the whole different animal. But no, I thought you were just saying that makes sense. Though, dude. Like
Yeah, but my thing, yeah, Bowser, I look at you and Legion when you're talking about tennis and minus 180, minus 200. Yeah. I'll if you guys agree on a pick and put it out, then I'll put money on that. For me to look at tennis and say, oh, I'll just pick all big favorites, nah, because
Yeah.
there's always that one that would screw me. But
Yeah.
no, but what I'm saying is, I go with you guys on that. But yeah, I'm not a big laying big money on a favorite.
I don't either. It's just not really my cup of tea.
It's only on
But
tennis,
then you should-
man.
I'll play like right now. I'm looking at. I want to take Oakland.
The
first
or the
first
Padres.
5. I'm gonna take. I think I'm gonna take Oakland with Frankie Montas on the mound tomorrow.
What's
Minus
that
a half
line
a run. It just opened on one of my books at minus 115, but I know it's gonna probably move. Like Oakland's probably gonna take money because they're kind of in the same situation of winning games right now.
Is that a gun hanging above your head right there, buddy?
That is a crossbow. That's what
You ever
that is.
shoot anything with that?
Yeah, a deer.
Oh yeah, he does.
Wait. What? So
Bet on some archery.
were you? Hey, Legion, were you worried about PETA calling you out for having the fucking black bear over your head last night?
Oh God, no. I'll invite him over for a steak dinner and shit. Actually, a bear roast. Invite him over. Come on.
No, I just wondered. The last picture, you had the black bear hanging over your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I got yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Not saying there
It's
was.
just right here by the sliding glass door. So when I see a deer
Okay.
come walking through the backyard, I just open up the slider, take a step outside, shoot, go back to drinking my coffee, and then go out there and skin it and stuff. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
It works out.
Fair enough.
I go grocery shopping, okay? That's what I see this as grocery shopping. I just don't pay for it. That's just the way I look at it. So
Yeah, you don't have to pay for that at all, right? There's no tax on that.
No, just the license.
Yeah.
No, I got a lifetime license.
That's how they got you.
Oh, you got a lifetime license.
Yeah, I got a
in
lifetime
Oklahoma.
license?
Yeah,
In Oklahoma?
lifetime hunting and fishing license.
How much does that cost?
So that at the time when I bought it was $550.
I could only imagine what it cost. That it's probably $2,000 plus.
It's probably ridiculous now, but yeah. So I bought it at a good time. So yeah. So I pretty much in a couple of years' time.
You haven't been there that long.
No. So when I lived here in Oklahoma last time, so I lived in Oklahoma.
Okay.
Yep. So I bought it then because I was like, well, if I move out of this state, I can always come back for hunting, And so I was like, I'll get the lifetime. And then moving back, I was like, good deal.
That's sick. Good move.
So, yeah, because you're allowed to get 6 deer a year here. So you're able to get 4 does and 2 bucks. And then, then you're able to, you can get 7 technically because you can go to a holiday hunt. And you can get another deer if you want to, during the Christmas kind of season. Yeah. So. They just walk everywhere in the backyard. I mean, if I go spotlight right now, there's probably 10 of them out there. It's not,
damn, that's crazy. It's just
I think you're only allowed 1 in Michigan.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's how Washington was.
It tastes like roast beef, it's not bad.
Nah, well, I'm not sure about Oklahoma, but it depends in Michigan.
It depends on what they're eating and stuff.
Yeah, so Southern Michigan's nice. Northern Michigan's crap.
Yeah.
I mean,
where I live, they're eating good stuff.
So, hey, Legion, so in Oklahoma, what, they're deer fed or corn fed?
No, so a lot of them are because you can have a feeder out there and feed them corn, rye, whatever you want in your feeder. But a lot of the like the public hunting land and stuff, it's on farmland that farmers let the state come in and say, okay, hunters can hunt around the cornfield or soybean field and this and that.
Wait, Legion, I'll go back. But like the deer in Oklahoma basically eat corn, soybeans.
Mostly acorns, regular corn, and I would say probably soybean. Probably is the three.
Right? Yeah. So, no. What I'm saying, it's a good eating.
Yeah.
Deer.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
Where I come from, if you eat like southern Michigan, it's all corn fed, so it's all eating corn. If you go up north, it's not, and the deer up there is crap.
Yeah, no, I can see that because in Washington they're hunting blacktails. Right. They're in the mountainside and stuff, and they're eating whatever they can to try to put weight on in the time, and so that meat's not the greatest, to be honest.
Right. Yeah. All right.
So. Eating the deer here tastes real good, especially the deer, because I like to go hunting up close to Kansas, and that's where you get the big body corn-fed deer coming from Kansas crossing the border, into Oklahoma, and so those are the deer I like to get.
All right. Yeah. Well, it's the deer that eat like corn and soybeans or whatever. It's just good meat.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Yeah.
No, and I do all the preparation and stuff myself, so I'll do the skinning. And then we do the butchering and all that and packaging and everything. It's all in-house.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, all in-house. Well, because it saves money for one. And then for two, then I know I'm getting all my meat, right? If I go take it to the egg processor, I've always wondered, like, do I get all my meat back? Is it actually my deer or is it somebody else's deer,
Yeah.
So I always have to wonder that. I have taken it to the processor a couple of times just because if I get more than one deer in a year, then it's like I'm only going to do one deer myself because it's a daunting task. So then, I'll take it in. But I think this year I'm just going to take whatever I get in just because I don't want to have to deal with grinding the meat and packaging, and you're up pretty much 12 hours trying to get it all done, So.
And Bowers is sitting there going, what the fuck did I come on here? We're talking about fucking deer.
Well, I mean, we were in some archery.
You're right. What is that?
A split second. Quickly diverted.
But no, I you'll get some deer meat, Dan. Come to visit. Yeah, you got deer meat. Hell,
Hey, look, buddy. His wife made some bear stew, and this is probably 10 years ago, right? And it was bomb then, and now she's got 10 years of experience cooking this crap. It would be amazing.
How is that the same?
You got a smoker. I mean, that's a game changer, baby. I'm a freaking grill master, man, with my smoker.
Man, hey, listen, man.
Bear stew?
Dude, bear
you don't
stew.
even know the difference, but if I gave you a bear roast right now,
don't tell me that. Like,
oh yeah, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know.
You would think it was straight up like grass-fed beef or something. You'd be like, what is
I'm sure I would.
Yeah.
A lot of that stuff tastes similar, especially once you like do it up with the seasoning.
Yeah.
And stuff.
Oh yeah.
It tastes like chicken.
That's what I'll do to Dan. I'll just have a roast. It's fucking, it's a cow. Start eating it. Fuck. This is good. I was like, yeah, it's that bear hanging on the wall right there. That was that one.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, but Legion, though. But you've seen the things I have on the wall. So
yep.
You
grew up eating good stuff.
Yeah, my dad was always that kind of guy. So yeah, bear and everything. So yeah.
Yep. No, hell yeah. Works out. Well, on Thursday night, Bowser, are we going to take the over or what? Over 41 for that Giants game? Giants and Redskins?
Are you trusting Taylor Hanke?
That's what I said. I said it's going to be an ugly game. I don't know about that.
Well, no, I actually like the Giants spread, honestly. That's where I lean the most.
Well, I think it might take Washington money, so you might want to wait on the 3.5.
Because you might get 4.5 later, right? So then
I
you'll be
think
waiting.
I saw 3.5 minus 120 somewhere. So
Yeah,
I feel like you're gonna see maybe, I don't know, maybe not with the backup quarterback, but
what
Yeah.
is I'm blanking here. What is the team total for the Giants?
it's gonna be
Oh,
like 18.5 or something.
I got it
Or
pulled up right
18?
here.
19.5 probably.
18. It's 41, right?
Oh no, yeah, that's
Oh,
right, because they're the underdog.
They're the away
Oh, no.
team. They're 19.5 is what I'm
Yeah.
seeing.
Yeah, it's gonna be 19 or 19.5 depending.
Yep.
So do you see the Giants getting 3 touchdowns?
Honestly, they look so bad. Their first game, I watched their entire first game.
Why would you put yourself through that boredom of watching that entire game?
Because my
I just got one gonna ask. I mean,
because I'm a Giants fan, I was like,
okay, fair
That's
enough.
okay.
I watched
That's
them.
respectable. That's
I
respectable.
watched them their first game. I'm not a Danny Dimes fan. I've always said from the get that I didn't think he was gonna last. So we'll see what happens. But it's a contract year for him. But yeah, I wanted to see what they look like. Plus, I had money on Denver because I told you I
fair
picked
enough.
them in Survivor that I had. So I was like, why not? But I want to see what they look like. I mean, their defense is really good for Giants. So I can tell you that their defense. A couple of guys in their defense are really, really like they'll be like Pro Bowler studs. So
Well, I guess I'll look at it more once Wednesday comes around, probably. So
yeah, I don't know. It just like that low total too. Just like isn't it scary? Like it just that's going to be a grindy game usually when they have those super low totals. But not
yeah,
always.
especially when it gets under 40, that's usually when you're like, just take the under blindly on most of those games.
Well, I mean, because people are hitting once it gets around this 40, 41, people are teasing it down to like 34 or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So sometimes you can see like some low scoring first halves in those types of games.
Well, hell, guys, I think I'm gonna hop off here myself.
Yeah, me too. It's been real.
All right, yep, good.
Yeah, that's been a good time.
Hey, wait, we made it through the whole game.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a good game too.
And I got Bowser on late. And hey, listen, I want to thank you, Bowser, for that nice prop bet there.
Of course. I'll keep posting them as soon as I see them.
Yeah, the thing about those props is so like if you know when the lines come out, like I don't even know when they're starting to post them now, but if you know when the prop lines come out,
you gotta get on it early.
Yeah, it's when you get the receptions super low and not juiced and stuff. Yeah, and you can like correlate it to like yards, like all sorts of stuff.
I'll be headhunting it.
Yeah, I mean
this week, just because this will be the first time that the book is now open for me to be looking and stuff like that. So I'll definitely headhunt that this week.
Yeah.
And see when they drop those lines, because I mean I sit on my laptop all day, so I can check the books 3-4 times a day, no problem.
Yeah, you should. I don't know what books you consider best for props, but
I check them all, honestly. I check all 4 books. If I like one, I'm going to go and look at all 4, 5, 6 books that I have and see which ones presents the best line. I might take it a couple of times if I really, really like it. If I don't think that yard and half or 2 yard difference is going to make.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
then I'll grab it if I think it's a seller. But if I think it's close, then I'll find the lowest line and just go with that one in that book.
Yeah, I've noticed some books post them earlier, like FanDuel and BetMGM. They'll post the player prop lines earlier than other.
So I think it was like one book had Joey B at 260.5, right? Joey B got 261 yards, but then I had him in a couple other books where it was like 264.5 or something like that, right? So in the one book where I did catch at 260, it was it saved me, right? But the other ones, I think I had in 2 other ones, right? Smaller bets, and those ones didn't pan out, right? So catching that 1 to 2 yards can really be the difference there.
No,
Yeah.
it is.
Go ahead, Greg.
No, it is. I mean, you just think about it percentage-wise, right? Like if it lines 62.5 and you get 2 yards, like that percentage difference is like more than 7 or 8%. Like that's not nothing to sneeze at when you're talking about it, like in the scheme of things. So.
Well, yeah, because I found that on the day of that game, I had a Burrow under 250 or over 259.
Yeah, you got an even better line there.
Yeah.
You got a killer line.
So, and it came down to some lucky plays and whatever, man. It's all money in the pocket.
True. I also wasn't anticipating the Bengals to be up, right? The way I look at this is like they're going to be competitive, but in those better teams, I expect them to be down. And when they're down, Joey's just going to sit back and sling the rock all day to try to get them caught up, kind of thing. So I'll be looking again for Joey B pass yards pretty closely throughout the entire year. I followed him pretty heavy last year, so I'll look for those opportunities.
Chase is going to be a weapon for him. I was on the Bengals plus 3.5 actually last week.
Chase, Devontae Smith is going to be one. Waddle's going to be one to look at. Who's an underdog too? I watched it a little bit. Everett's lines, Gerald Everett for Seattle, the tight end, his lines, I think his receiving yards was like 25 or 24, something like that. And I'm pretty sure he was 30s or 40 yards in receptions. I'll have to double check it, but I would look for that guy to be kind of a sleeper for reception, maybe receiving yards.
And Cooper Kupp looks like he's going to be Stafford's favorite target.
Yeah.
I was reading up a little bit on that. They're going to have a connection. Looks like
Damian Harris is going to touch the ball a ton this year, a ton for the New England Patriots.
Did you see what happened though at the end of the game?
I did not.
He coughed up the Patriots were going in for a field goal. He fumbled the ball and they lost the game because of him.
It's okay.
But Belichick, man, he hates that shit. He is like he freaking like he hates that shit. That's a long week of practice with Belichick as your coach. But yeah, I agree though. He surged way over his number, right? I was talking about that. Like all the mid-tier running backs went way over their rush props. Like Gibson, Damian Harris, all these guys did well. Miles Sanders, right? Like
their receptions. Like even because we went with the McCaffrey receptions or receiving yards, and that was at 47. I think McCaffrey ended up with like 84, 83 receiving yards. So I mean, he obliterated his thing. So that's somebody I'll probably end up staying off of this going into this week, just because he smashed his numbers. They're going to heavily adjust that.
His receptions is going to be so high because they know Sam Darnold is just going to check down because the guy can't throw.
So for maybe not necessarily receiving yards, but maybe look at receptions if it's at like 4 or 5, right? Because that might be money, and especially
I think it's going to be high though. I think his receptions is going to be like 5.5 or 6.
It very well could be because they're going against the Saints, and the Saints have a nice defense and they got a great pass rush. So,
how's the Panthers defense?
It's a solid squad. I think they're young, but they're solid. Rye would be able to tell you a little bit more about them. But I'm going to jump off here, fellas. I have props ready to go for Thursday, it sounds like.
Maybe
I'll have to talk with the insider there and see what's up.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
All right. Yep. All right. Hey, thanks for coming on. I'll see you Wednesday for NFL.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
See you guys.
Yep, see you.